Okay, give it a few minutes. All right, I got some books. We'll see what we want to do today. This. Make some room. Busy in the studio over the weekend. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Just kind of straightening up here. Hi, Riri. Squeaky chair. Let me fix my little. I have blankets that I sit on. So cozy and cushiony. Hi, Ann Makes. Dawn. Deb E. CK Chris. Chris did a nice little drawing. What was it? Was it a badger? What was it of, Chris? Let me go look it up. What was it you did a picture of? Let's see. Instagram, back, CK. It's under Chris. Yeah, there it is. Hi, Roll. Tina, good morning, Tina. Thank you for saying good morning. An otter. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's the little otter. It's so cute. I can't get much better than this. I changed my background. Did y'all notice? We'll see how the light works with these colors, but we'll see. Hi, Pamela. Raul. So, Tori. But yeah, there's Chris's little otter. Isn't that adorable? You like my background? Thanks. And we'll see how it works, how the light adjusts and everything. So far, it's going pretty good. If I see Terry, I was going to say, if I see Terry Bratt, I'll show hers. I'll wait a few minutes for more people to come in. And I'll show Chris's and Terry's, and I think Rachel has one over on. I don't know if she put it on Instagram or not. I'll have to look. I know it's in my messages. Let's see. There's Janet. Hey, Janet. Hi, Debbie Bruce. So y'all like the background? Thanks, Ann Megs. Yeah, I bought a roll of this paper. I don't go to Michael's very often anymore because just say my Michael's just really never has anything new. But I was waiting for Books A Million to open, and I had about 30 minutes to spare. So I went over to Michael's, which is in the same strip mall as Books A Million, and I found this roll of paper, and it's purple. Let's see if I can go down there. See, it's purple, and then it goes back into pink, orange. This is about as much as I can show right there. Thanks, Tina. And I made some little lemur stickers. Now I have to show you when you peel them. These are the clear kind. I haven't peeled this one. I just put a piece of tape down just to stick them right there by my name. I thought it was cute because the lemur is if you look on my header on YouTube, a lemur is up on my header in my YouTube. Let's see who else is here. Annie Tanner. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Anybody do anything? We didn't really do anything. I did go up to books. I did go to Barnes and Noble, my local one. I didn't go up to the one by Denise's. I think we're going to go out and have lunch with her next weekend. So I might go up to see her and Samantha. Cameron's he works Sundays, but we always buy him whatever. If we go to a restaurant, we order a takeout for him, and Denise takes it to him at work. So he feels like he's included in our meal, even though he's working and can't be there. Let's see. Hi, Aunt Beck. Oh, Aunt Beck had the cutest, and I'll show it as well when I go to show CKs and I'll find. Well, let me go ahead and do it now because I'm going to get too many backed up. Let's see. I think she posted it on, yeah, here she is. Look at her cats. Her 3 cats. Uh, I love that back. I love cat pictures. I know people go, "Oh, what's the internet for? Just for posting cat pictures?" Well, maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the whole purpose of the internet is cat pictures. Hi, Linda. But isn't that the cutest thing? I love that, Beck. Yeah. And and I showed let me go to do it again. Let's see, Chris. Yeah. Her little otter drawing that she did. And then she did let's see, I think well, hang on. Let me get back over there. I think she there it is. I think it's I think it's like, is it a postcard size? I'm not sure what size. Did you say? Speaking of cats, I'm not sure what size that is. How big is it, Chris? Isn't it cute though? That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, and then of course Malibu wants to come up here. So y'all know I love me my Lisa hands. I changed shirts. I put on a different shirt. Look, wait for it. Now mine aren't as good as hers. This is just I put the cat paws. I painted them white, and I put the little extra sleeves. Oh, she doesn't like it being pet by another cat. She likes the hands. So if Elisa comes in, to show her that. All right, I'll pet you with the real pets. Do you want the real pets? Oh, my eyes are watering. You think, Janet? Oh my gosh. So now I know you're trying to ease over to my trying to ease over to the keyboard. No, you're gonna have to scoot back over. She's easing over to the keyboard. There we go. There we go. Give her some pets. Yeah. Give her some pets. Oh, she's just a purring. Oh, stretch. Trying to get to the keyboard. So, yeah. All right, let me and I did make some stickers. I'll show you when I peel one off. I made a few stickers. I made some this size, and I made a couple of little ones are in there too. Yeah, made a couple different sizes of stickers from my drawing. No, no. Oh my goodness. All right, let me go back over to IG and look up Terry now. I see you, baby. And I know you're trying to get over to the keyboard. You're going to have to, I'm going to get you all the way to the floor now in a minute. So, hi, Hermit's Tail. Hi, Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Oh, let's see. All right. Yeah, Terry Brett. Okay, you're gonna have to let me do some stuff now with the girls and the guys. I might have to throw down a man card. Okay, especially if your brother comes in here. We're gonna throw down a man card for your brother. He doesn't really like to get up here too often. Okay, let's see. So Terry Brett did a couple prompts from last week. I gave her tiger shark, balloons, and cactus. So Terry's just been rocking these, and so is Rachel, both of them. And she's nudging on me here. So look, I knew I should have turned right at that last island. Look at the pop balloon on the cactus. And then there's a tiger shark and the cactus. Isn't that awesome? I love them, Terry. You're just getting you just got you and Rachel both have such a sense of humor with these prompts, and of course, Christopher Runciman does too. But y'all just really rock the prompts. Okay, and then the other one says, oh, the prompts were tumbleweed, icon, and forest. And the tumbleweed is saying, woohoo, fame at last. The tumbleweed's on YouTube. The tumbleweed is in the forest and he's on YouTube. Woohoo, fame at last. I just love these, Terry. So, oh, the cats, it's always about the cats, Kitty Jen. Isn't that funny? Now let me go over to, oh, well, let me first look on Instagram because Rachel now, I don't know if she's put her face on there, but she does have, she has put up an Instagram. Let me go over here and find Rachel. I think it's under Rachel. Let me see if I can find her. Yeah, here she is. Let's see if she's put any new ones up there. I got paint on my face. I can feel it on my face. I'm gonna have to go get some of this because I painted those little hands. I gotta go get some paint off my face. Let's see. She did this one. Did we show this one? I'm not sure. Broccoli, earth, and pumpkin. What else are you gonna do with the blue pumpkin? Oh, she kind of cut that off there. But yeah, so Rachel needs, when I see her, and Janet's going to tell her too, she needs to get a face. She does not have a face. But anyway, Rachel is RJ Fleming Niagara. RJ Fleming, 1M, Niagara. And so if you want to follow her, so I didn't like that one. There we go, Rachel. So yeah. Okay, so let me hang on. No, as long as she doesn't go toward the keyboard. Hang on, let me get a cloth and get some of this paint off my face. There we go. I can feel it on my chin, on my neck. I splattered the white paint when I was painting these this morning. Oh, she doesn't like that one. Okay, we're back. We'll go back to the real hands. Oh my gosh, she didn't like the cat hands. Isn't that weird? These are okay, but she doesn't like those cat hands touching her. Oh my gosh, we got to stick with the real hands. She wants real pets, not those cat pets. Oh, let's see. Thanks, Tina. Are you selling those stickers? Not right now. I just made some just to, test out with the paper, the sticker paper, my printer, my inkjet, my ink, because a lot of times they won't dry depending on what kind of ink jet printer you have and what kind of paper. These dried immediately, but I'll see. I'm going to do some more testing, but I'll peel one off to show you what it looks like. I don't really want to stick one. I guess I could stick one right there, and keep one there. But then if I move this around, I don't know if I want to cover up my, I guess I could stick one right there. What do y'all think? Should I stick one right there? But when I peel them, you'll see they're translucent. It's a translucent paper. Okay, baby, you might have to just be getting down now. Get away from the keyboard. Oh my gosh. Here, let me put my arm there. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Who else is here? Janet, what are you going to do today? Y'all know Janet. Janet comes on at 1 Eastern. And I do have some books to show y'all. I have some books, used books. I went to the library. Oh, that's what the other thing I did this weekend. We went to the library book store. You have a store in the library. It's not our little town; it's another little town. But we try to get over there, once a month or so, or we're trying to. I don't know, but I'm open to suggestions. Well, you know what? Here's something. I got this. Where's the book? What do I do with it? Ah, I did get this book at Books a Million. And it kind of reminds me, and I wrote a whole bunch of them down, and I think I might try to do this too, Janet. Y'all know that Janet does Pictionary. Let me click on her again. Where is she? Okay, there she is. So Janet does Pictionary. Well, I saw this book was on clearance. I think it was what was it anyway? $5.97. And I said, oh, because I love these kind of books. I love words. I love etymology. I love, the history of words and phrases. Well, I found this book in the clearance section, which Books a Million, they have their great clearance sections. And I thought, oh, this would be fun. This might be fun, Janet, to draw from. So I wrote a bunch of I'll show you all the different categories. 11,000 expressions. 11,000 expressions. And it's broke out. I'm going to have to move her. Baby, you're going to have to move. I know you want to lay up here, but Mama needs some space. Mama needs some space. I do. I need some space. Or I'm going to just set the book on you. Okay. That probably won't last too long. Okay. All right. So you ready to get up now? I know. Honey, you're going to have to roll all the way over there. Okay. You can lay over there. Lay right there. This probably won't last long. I'm going to have to shove her onto the floor. So anyway, he and his wife, I think they took like 10 years to do this book. I think. And she has since passed away because he made a mention of it. The book came out in 2020, but I think he spent like 10 years doing the book, he and his wife, because I read all the intro and everything. So, and anyway, it says she passed away in 2016. So I think they finished, no, he continued, I think, after that. But anyway, she passed away in 2016 after 65 years of marriage. You only can draw bite me 1,000 different ways. Well, Hi, Leona. Yeah, my little lemur sticker over there. Oh, baby, I can't. Okay, let's go ahead and get down. Come on, let's go ahead and get down. I know you don't want to, but I gotta have some space now. You had your moment in the sun. You had your moment. You had your 5 minutes of fame? 15 minutes of fame? Okay, so yeah, that's an expression that could be, and it may be in here. I only glanced through it, and then I went to. So let me go ahead. I'm going to read the different categories. Okay, well, I don't know. Should I read them all? There's a lot, but there's animals around the world, arts and entertainment, astronomy, automotive, beverages, big and small, birds, bats, and insects, boating, body, building and construction, business and work, colors, coming and going, communication, containers. Oh, there's too many to read. But anyway, there's all these different categories, and there's 4 or 5 pages. It starts with animals, and that's the one I kind of started with. Oh, and they also put a list of games that you can play. 25 different games you can play with this book. Okay, so yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Julie Topaz. And good morning, by the way. I'll see Sevion. Who else am I making? Missing Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. And Riri. I did, I always go back and scrub back through the chat, and indubitably, I always miss somebody. So if I miss you, especially if you only come in and say good morning and you never talk again for the rest of the show, I probably am going to miss you. So if you're talking a few times, hi, Dana. If you're talking a few times, I'll probably see you and catch you and say good morning to you. But if you just come in when I happen to be painting or something and you say good morning and you don't talk the rest of the time, I'm probably missing you. So don't take it personal. No panties in a wad. Is that in here? Is panties in a wad in here? But I thought it would be fun to draw some of these. Hi, Jessica. I thought it would. And Jessica, your little haircut, your little, what is it called? A bob and bob and it's a combination of a bob and a pixie. Is it a Bixie? A Bixie. Yeah, that's what it is. Let me see if I can show y'all that. Jessica got herself a Bixie cut. It's a cross between a bob and a pixie. Let me see. Is she on IG? I forgot where I saw it. Let's go over here and look. Jessica Sparkles. There she is. Okay, God, so slow loading. I don't know why. Instagram's the only thing that's really slow loading. Okay, so let's see if I can show you a picture before. Okay, so here's Jessica Sparkles. There's her haircut before. And now here's Jessica Sparkles with her Bixie cut. So cute, Jessica. There's her Bixie. Isn't that cute? So, yeah, I liked it. Okay, so anyway, good morning. Good morning, Jessica. All right, let's see. All right, accidentally taken screenshots. Okay, so let's go back over to the animals. I'm going to skip over I haven't read these 25 games yet. I haven't read them, but there's 25 different games you can play. So in the animals, I'll read a few. You're welcome. So I did write my favorite ones down. Now I think there's 6 pages of just the animals. This is where I left off. I've only read through the animals. I just got the book on Saturday, I think. Anyway, so I thought these would be fun to draw some of these. Like a bear hug. Some of them, they're not complicated. None of these are really complicated. Cat 9 lives, scaredy cat, bear. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now with my lemon water. Bear with me. A big fish in a small pond. But wouldn't these be fun to draw? And I thought of Janet and Pictionary. So, Janet, if you don't know what to do, we're always up for Pictionary. Although I'm loving your watercolors. And the way you do these kind of things and then doodle on top of them with the cards, you need to make more of those. Just saying. Request. Have no dog in this fight. Let's see. I like the cat ones. Weak as a kitten, cute as a kitten. A leopard never changes its spots. Cat burglar, bear hug. So you get the idea. And these are the animal ones. And let me just kind of flip through here. There's some on money. Here's life and death, in and out. What are these? House and home, like a full house. Get off the mat, walk down. Well, we don't want to hear that word ever again. Speed up the clock, roll back the clock, a backdoor approach. So they're expressions. And it's 11,000 of them. You ordered. Yeah, I love books of lists, Terry. As a matter of fact, I pulled out another one. I've had this one for a while, but when I got this one, I had to pull out this one that was on my shelf, Listified. 300 lists that will blow your mind. So, so I pulled out my list book because I love me some lists. Y'all know I love me some prompts. I love me some inspiration. So I pulled this book off my shelf. It's a big, heavy book. And it may come in soft cover now. I don't know. But anyway, I love anything that have little illustrations and things like that. So anyway, Listified. And then, so I thought these might be fun to draw. It each on its own prompt list. Yeah, I do have the prompts, by the way. I got my little box up here. We have the prompts. We have our inspiration book we try to read out of once a week. We have the chat pack with questions. Have the little match box with the matches with prompts on them. And we have, I pulled Kyla Givehand's collage mixed media cards to pull from too. So if anybody needs a prompt, needs an idea, let me know what you want. We got it. We will probably have, and I can't keep that there because it casts a shadow. Let me put it right back up there. So anybody that wants a, you do, all right, who wants prompts? Did somebody say one? I saw Terry Brett said, I do too. Did you mean prompts? I just bought a book of 11,000 of them. Yeah, Riri, I know. And so, you know, everybody can, you know, you can look these up on the internet. You know, you don't have to have a book, but me and Riri do. So there's just, you know, it's just so many different ones and just different expressions. Royalty, Janet. Janet's a royal, just saying. I think Janet went into mourning for a little bit when the queen passed. Okay, so Linda Rance wants prompts, and probably Terry Brett probably wants prompts too. So we'll read a couple of the royals for Janet. Okay, so, all right. Oh, and you're okay. So 3 prompts, 1 match, and 1 mixed media. Oh, she's going for the smorgasbord this morning. Terry Brett is. And Linda Rance wants some prompts too. I did go back and add some of those ones that we read in the ham book. You know, I didn't put them all in here. I didn't put all however many hundreds or wasn't. I put a few. So some of those might be in here. All right. So let me grab a little stack. Let me get a little stack here to pull from. All right. So first we're going to, they're right side up. So let me turn, well, okay. There we go. I'm trying to turn them over so you don't see them. There we go. All right. Hi, Mary. And Mary talked about something. I'm going to make a note of that. So if Mary stays long enough to Mary and to show books that she referenced some artist on her show last night evening. I fell asleep during Mary's show. I had to go back. I told her too. I messaged her and told her. But I did. I do have some of the books that she was talking about. Some of the artists, and she did a little podcast on AI last night. Mary did, and she did a chat AI and pulled up different things. It was interesting. I'll have to show you. Let me pull my iPad over here to remind me to do that. Let me pull my iPad over there. Okay, so first Terry Brett. Terry Brett, ready? 3. Plaid. Black bear. And crab. That's the next one top. Now, it's the ones like Terry and Rachel that do these a lot. If you get a duplicate that you've done before, or you want me to change one out, just let me know. Or if you don't want, if anybody that pulls prompts don't like it, just tell me. I'll pull you another one. It's not a rule. You know, I do like it though. If you draw something, you post it on Instagram to tell the 3 things that you picked so that we can kind of, you know, just know what you picked. All right, so there's Terry's 3. Now she wants, she also wants, how many did you, let me go back here. She said she wanted, I'm trying to go back. Okay, 1 mixed media and 1 matchstick. Okay, so 1 mixed media. I'm just going to pull from the middle. A mixed media. It could be mixed media collage. These are from Kyla Givehand. I don't know that she makes these anymore. Okay. Oh, you got 4 things on here. You ready to write down? You ready? You ready, Terry? You have to cut 5 black and white images from a photocopy or printed page. You have, this is from, I think this is a collage one, a collage expansion pack. So you got to cut 5 black and white images from a photocopy or photograph or printed page. Add a layer of colored tissue paper over the images. Now, if you don't want all this and you don't have these supplies, I'll pick you another card. Add a few cut shapes from random papers. And number 4, when the glue dries, you can doodle, draw, write, or stamp to add dimension. I'll hold that right there. I don't know if that's going to show. So if you don't want this complicated of a one, Terry, then I'll pick you another one. So cut 5 black, 3 to 5. That's what it says. Cut 3 to 5, 3-5 black and white images from a photograph or printed page. Add a layer of colored tissue paper. Number 3, add a few cut shapes from random papers. And number 4, when the glue dries, you can doodle, draw, write, or stamp, or add dimension. So I don't know if you want that or not. And then there's your 3. And you could do them separate if you want. You could do two separate drawings. Okay. And then she wanted one of the Creativity Sparks matches. So let's see here. Some of them I've bundled up and I don't even know why. Probably because we did those at one time. All right. So let's pull a match. I got to get my, I have to get my magnifying glass for these because it's light blue and tiny. Okay, here we go. Do one thing with your hands you usually use a machine for. That could be sewing, cutting, whatever. So do something with your hands you usually use a machine for. All right, so there we go. That's Terry's. And then Linda wanted 3. Linda wanted 3 prompts. I won't use these. I'll put these to the side so that we, I still have my stack here. So the next 3, I'll pull 3 for Linda. Linda, yours is Hyacinth. And again, some of these seem to come back up again. So if you get one, you want something different, or if you've used them before, just tell me. Any TV show or movie. Reference any TV show or movie. And Hyacinth. Did y'all ever watch Hyacinth in the TV show, the BBC? What was the name of the show? I love that show. And Hyacinth. Let me go ahead and finish this. And Lizard. Hyacinth, Lizard, and any TV show or movie. Hyacinth, as a British actress, you think if you've watched the show, somebody will tell me the name of the show. Yeah, her name that was her last name. Yeah, Aunt Beck Bouquet. No, it's Bucket. But anyway, she had a mystery show. I don't know if she's still alive. Very well-rounded, excellent actress. If you've never seen her in anything besides Keeping Up Appearances. Thank you, Julie. If you've never seen her in anything besides Keeping Up Appearances, look for her in the mystery show. I can't remember what the name of the mystery. Maybe one of y'all know that too. But look for her acting in other shows. She is an amazing actress. And if you've ever watched her mystery show after watching her as Hyacinth, you're going to go, oh my gosh, this woman is brilliant. She's a brilliant actress to be able to pull off Hyacinth and a detective. Oh my gosh. You got to see her. But anyway, so there's Linda's. Bye, I'm back. Thanks for stopping in and looking at your cats. Okay, so there's those. Let's see, who else asked for? Somebody else wanted some. Say it again. Whoever else wanted 3 prompts. Somebody else wanted 3 prompts. Let's see. I'll try to scroll back, but y'all tell me again if I'm not seeing you. Mary is climbing steps to the balcony of her Afghan. Okay, Mary. Well, if you stick around and watching while you're working on your Afghan, I'm going to go pull a couple of those other books for you if I can get my hands right on them. Because Mary talked about them on her AI podcast last night. Okay, somebody else asked for some. Janet's going to take 3. Oh, Darlene. Okay, so Darlene was next and then Janet. And anybody else, if I missed you, just say it again. Okay, so Darlene, winged fish, oyster, and eyeglasses. So there you go, Darlene. Winged fish, oyster, and eyeglasses. Yeah, Hetty Winthrop. Yes, FT. Hetty. It's Hetty Winthrop. Yeah, don't you love autocorrect? Don't you love autocorrect, Kathleen? My iPad, speaks just like whatever it wants. Hetty Winthrop Mysteries. Oh my gosh, you got it. If you've never seen Hyacinth in those. Okay, so there is Darlene. All right, Janet is next. Janet, you're going to get a blank page. You get a blank one. You get to choose your own. There's a blank. Anything you want. Mountain and graveyard. Mountain, graveyard, and a choice. A free, get out of jail free card. Jan, Janet's going to get out of get jail free card. Mountain and graveyard. So those are for Janet. Okay, next, Icy. Icy wants 3. Army. Oh, Army toy. I'm thinking of the little soldiers, but it's any toy. Any toy. Baseball. And I'm just trying to pick them off the top. Raccoon. Any toy, baseball, and raccoon. So those are your 3, Icy. Rosita and a mix. Okay, Rosita will take 3 and a MixedMedia. Okay, isn't this fun, guys? I mean, I think so. All right, so Rosita, is it Rosette? Let me see. Rosalita. Rosalita. Okay, so Rosalita, Jaguar, vacuum, and any reptile. And a MixedMedia. I'm just going to pull one out of the middle. Use your favorite rubber stamp. So there you go. And you don't have to do a combination of all one thing. You can separate them if you want. You do what you want. Just the idea is to use them in some way. You could write a poem. You could, write a story. You could write a story about a jaguar vacuuming up any reptile. With your rubber stamp. Okay, let's see who else. Annie Tanner, why are you saying crap? Did you want something, Annie? Did I miss you, Annie? Get out of the cemetery free card. Yeah, there you go, Julie. Okay, anybody else real quick? So anyway, I wanted to pick a couple of royalties for Janet. I'm going to pick her one of these questions that she can maybe include. No? Okay. Maybe that she can, let's see. There's a beauty queen, fit for a queen, queen of hearts, a queen's ransom, treated like a queen. There you go, Janet. They're talking about you. So anyway, this was one of the books that I got over the weekend. All right. So I will not put those cards or these ones back until the end of the show so that you get different ones. I'll put those to the side. And also, if Rachel does come in, or if y'all see Rachel anywhere today, her birthday was Saturday. Her birthday was Saturday. So if you miss seeing Rachel anywhere on the 20th, the Saturday, and I had to think when I realized it was the 20th, I go, oh, I've had this note on my desk for like 3 weeks. And then I was like Saturday and I went, oh, it's the 20th. Okay. So, and I do want to go find those other books that Mary was talking. Well, Mary wasn't talking about books. She was talking about different artists. And she did an AI, artificial intelligence, chat bot, what do you call it, podcast. And she mentioned some of the artists that came up in. She was questioning the AI bot about famous or well-known, I forget how she worded it, famous or well-known art journalers. And some of these came up. And she'd never heard of some of them. And I told Mary, I messaged her, and I said, well, I got books by some of them. So she had mentioned that came up. I wrote her to some of them. Sabrina Ward Harrison, Orly Aviani, Don Sokol, of course, Jane Davenport came up. But anyway, I was going to show her some Sabrina Ward Harrison and some Orly books. So I'll go run in there and see if I can find those for her. But she was talking about AI art, and I showed her this picture. I think I saved it in my pictures. If y'all don't follow AI underscore art underscore community on Instagram, oh my gosh, you need to go look at some of that art. But I showed her this photo. I said, well, here's an example. I'll tell y'all the name of the person. Here is some AI art from the community by Shabeen Dreams. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? And there's her, there's the AI art community, and this is her posting under AI art community. So just to show you, stunning, beautiful pictures. Hi, Christopher. So yeah. if you want to see some different AI art. I've shown some of those. I've shown some of the AI art community before, but and there's a whole bunch of these mother and child ones that Shabine Dreams did. There's a whole bunch that she did with mother and child. So go over there and look at her work. So anyway, I showed that to Mary. And I want to let me go. I'll throw out some of my stickers here for you can. Oh, and I do want to show you what these stickers look like when they're peeled. Let me just go pull it. I think I know where these books are. Hang on. So while Mary's here, while she's knitting or crocheting rather, while Mary's knitting or crocheting, I can show some of these. Hi, Christopher. We're talking about you earlier. Were your ears burning? Let's see. Don't forget, guys, and hey, Big Steve, don't forget, guys, if you are talking to me, put it in caps so I see it because I look away for like 5 seconds and the whole chat is scrolled off. So if you put it in caps, I will see it. Thank you, Kitty Jen. All right, so I pulled the Orly let's see, Aveniri, Orly Aveniri, and also my I don't know if I pulled them all, but my Sabrina Ward Harrison collection, and this is a different person. These are different people. Okay, so I also have these ones here that by Linda Woods and Karen Denimio. These are older ones. Um, so these came out in this was 2007 Journal Revolution, and this one by the same girls was 2006. And Linda Woods is a sister to the actress that played in Lost in Space. You'll probably reckon she looks like her sister. So anyway, I think I got that right. Don't double quote me. But anyway, so this one, when art journaling, mixed media really became kind of popular, these books came out. Although Sabrina Ward Harrison's came out, I think her first one I got from her is 1999. Journal Revolution, Rise Up and Create, and it's the same kind of thing. Mixed media is kind of like the next stage after scrapbooking your photos. It's more about journaling. So those two, those aren't the ones I want to show Mary, but these are. So let's see, what was the first one? I think it was this one, Spilling Open. And these were very innovative, if you want to say. I mean, there were painters that did this kind of thing, but not really artists that did stuff like this in their books. Hi, sister. Poppy, say hello. Gonna have to catch the replay because chores are a mess today. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in, sister. Let's see. Was it Tori? So anyway, this is Sabrina Ward Harrison. This particular book came out in, I think it was 1999 for some reason. Yeah, 1999. So this one is 24 years ago. This one came out 24 years. Can you believe it? Is that right? 24 years ago? Anyway, so she would do kind of pictures of herself and art journaling / painting. So you can kind of see. And for a while she lived in New York. I think that's when she did this book. And then she moved to I don't know, back to California or to California. But look at her messy handwriting stuff. This is what everybody really loved about her. I know the chaos of her pages, Julie. Yeah. So you can kind of see how she Uh, no fear, no fear art. So you can see she just wrote, looked like she just wrote with a dip pen. And I know she has classes out in California. She's not real big on social media. I see her only rarely and occasionally, but she does painting classes in California, like in-person classes. And, I don't know if she's done any since the virus, but she used to do them. So this is, if y'all want to try to find her books, I don't know how hard they are to find anymore. But so this was the first one, Spilling Open. And then let's see, I think this one was the next one, True and the Questions. She made a journal. It's a little smaller than the other ones, but it's supposed to be a journal that you use. Of course, I never use these kind of books that are made for journaling in, or they have questions in them. You're supposed to answer prompts and things in the book. I will use that information if it has a book of questions, something, and I'll put it in my own, I'll journal it myself, rejournal. Is that a word? Rejournal? Well, Terry, you have to try. Have you tried to? So this one came out and I like what you've been doing, by the way, Terry. This one came out in 2005, and it is, she's showing some of her stuff here, and she leaves a lot of blank spaces. Like sometimes and you're supposed to fill this out. But again, I would do that kind of thing in another journal. But I like this paper because this paper is matte and it's kind of good for writing on. On my wall, I would write, and then she gives you these wonky lines to write on. So I just love her. I love her style, her work, her freedom, the colors, the boldness that she does with things. Hi, Shelley. It's a word now, Riri. So again, this one is called The True and the Questions, a journal. And then I think this one was next. Let me see which one was next. In the back. Nope. Okay, so this one came out in 2004. So this came out before that one. And then this was the newest one that I have of hers. And this one has inclusions in it. Okay, so this one's Messy, Thrilling Life, The Art of Figuring Out How to Live. And again, this one's on a glossy paper. But she uses a lot of photographs, and doesn't this inspire you to do something? Well, Mary, that's why when you mentioned these two artists, I wanted to show you Sabrina and Orly's books. So, and again, I don't know how hard they are to find now, but I got them when they came out. So the Messy, Thrilling Life, and then the last one is The Story is Happening, and The Story is Happening. And this is matte paper, and it has a bunch of her, they're not stickers, but they're cut aparts, different cut aparts that you can use. Of course, since these books have come out, we all do this kind of stuff too. So, and, but I just think it's cool that it comes with this glassine envelope here. This one came out, this was the newest one. This is a Chronicle. I don't know what the other ones are not Chronicle, I don't think. No, but Chronicle did this one. And any Chronicle book, I'm telling you, any Chronicle book is good. Speaking of, I did get a Chronicle book. Okay, I'll pull these over here too to show you in a little bit. So this one is matte paper. Let's see, I'm not making sure I'm not missing anything. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Hi, Arlene. Pacola, my little snapdragon. Hello. All right. So let's see what year. And see, she's already moved. She's in San Francisco. Well, no, that's Chronicle books. I think she'd moved back to California by now. This one came out in 2012. Now, has she come out in any of the last 10 years? I don't know if she has new ones out in the last 10 years. Let me look her up. Let me see if she's got anything in the last 10 years. All right, let's see. Brave on the Rocks. And that one, what is this one? That one is, I don't think I have Brave on the Rocks. But look, this one is, it came out, Brave on the Rocks came out in 2001. Maybe I do have that one. I think I do have that. But it's $49 now. That's from 2001. I was trying to, let me see. Let me go to her and then put in by published date. Let's put in by published date. Where's the, well, why am I not seeing the, I'm not seeing, oh, I didn't put it in right. Filters. Filters, published date. Well, come on. Where's the publishing date? Maybe it's just going to show them all. I was going to try to put it in order. All right, let's see. Got that one, that one, that one. Maybe those are all the ones she's got. And then now it's going to show Orly Avi, oh, I can't pronounce her name. Orly Aveniri, because she has the same type of books as Sabrina Ward Harrison does. So let me go ahead and show you this. And what I like about this, the sewn book, it lies flat. So it just lies flat. But I'm just going to do a little flip here for you. Isn't that neat? And then she's got, like I said, it's got the cutouts in the envelope at the beginning. And I think she really wants you to use these books, like actually journal over the top of her journaling. But, you know, I wouldn't do it. Just like the books too much like they are. But look, this one's very colorful. So if you ever find her books, maybe on thrift books, I don't know. They might be on thrift books if you grab it like, you know, now. All right, then Orly's family, I don't know, some of them I think were in the Holocaust, and she's kind of had I read, and it's been years since I read her story out of these books. So I can't really, I don't want to say exactly what has happened to her in her life, but she's had a life. And she is on Facebook. I think she has a Facebook group. I'm not in it, but I think I follow her on Facebook, but not her group. So let's see. This one is 14 artists. That wasn't the first. Which was the first one? This one, I think. One Artist Journal. This one's 2012. This one is 2014. And this one, I think, was the newest one I have. 2013. So this one came in between. But this one was a bunch of artists. So One Artist Journal, and she tells her story. Look, forward by Tisha Moore. So, you know, they do kind of that same kind of thing. But look at her journals there. I love that. It reminds me of me. But anyway, so there's her studio. And again, this one came out, One Artist Journal. This one came out in 2012. And I would probably watch more online than buying books unless they are used books. Yeah, I just wanted you to know about them, Mary. I wasn't trying to suggest that you go out and buy them all. But because you did not know of these two artists is the reason I pulled them to show you who they were so that you just knew who they were. Yeah, I'm not trying to push books on anybody. So I don't have an Amazon affiliate, much to Pacola's chagrin, but anyway, so here's a foreword. This was by Tisha Moore. Here's the introduction. She tells a little bit of her life story, and so anyway, her family and all over the world and stuff. But it's kind of the same type of thing the photojournalism that Sabrina does. So I'm just doing this flip here. And again, I don't know if these are available, although I did see it on Amazon, but I didn't notice the price. They're probably not cheap because they're at least 10 years old, right? So that's one artist journal. And then In My Bones, this is a visual journal by Orly. This one might be the one that she's more open about her life in, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. I've read them all, but it's been years. So I probably need to reread them if I'm going to talk about them. So yeah. And then this one is 14 artist journals that she put together. Different artists combined in this one. Tracy Moore, Seth Apter, Juliana Coles. Some of these you probably recognize from a Somerset studio and other places, classes and things. So it shows their journals, and there's the list of artists in there. How she came to put this book together, and then pages from all the different ones. Seth Apter's still pretty active online and has his own line of there he is, has his own line of supplies. Let's do a little flip here. So that's 14 artist journals. So there you go, Mary, just to give you an idea of the two of the artists that you talked about on the doing the AI. And if y'all missed it, in case y'all didn't see, I did show this to Mary too, the AI art. This is just one of the artists. I just picked this one to show her. It's the AI _art_ community. So Mary was talking about AI art. So I wanted to pull up one of the artists that does AI art, and that's her right there, Shabeen Dreams. And this is one of her pieces there, done with artificial intelligence art combined. I don't know how much they combine, what they do, but this is one of the pieces there. So, and she has a whole bunch of beautiful mother and child art pieces. If you want to, some people don't even want to call it art, but whatever, images, call it what you want. All right, so there's that. Now let me show you my sticker. I think, should I stick one on here? I guess I'll go ahead and stick one there. I'll probably be sorry later. I'll have to cover my whole board back up again. But I'm going to try to stick it right above my name here. So I put it on this translucent paper. Now it's probably easier to get it by the ear here. So I hand cut them out. They're not kissed. They're not like, I didn't do it on my silhouette or anything. So here we go. All right, look how cool it looks with the. All right, ready? It's gonna be the colors that I laid on top of. So let me try to get it right above my name, right there. Okay. Now, if you put it on white paper, which maybe I should have done it. It's okay. I had one here where I put it on white paper, just to show. Let's see. Here it is. This one I didn't cut all the way out. But look, here's this is what it looks like if you put it on white paper. Let me get one of those small ones here. Well, that is one of the small ones. I'll do another one. So if you put it on white paper, this is what it looks like. Looks just like that. Okay. So there you go. That's without it being cut out. There, I cut it out. And this is what it looks like just with a background. There's already a background color there. So yeah. So anyways, I'm going to show you those. Kind of working on those, playing with my inkjet printer and these papers. All right. Oh, the other thing too. Let me see if I haven't tested this one out, but I did a I cut one out. Where is it? I haven't tested it on a piece of paper. Let me get that back out. Let me get this paper. And I did some alcohol inks just to see on the scrap sheet. So let's do one of these real quick. I didn't but the alcohol ink dries immediately on here. So let's cut one of these out here. This is just Copics, alcohol marker. Okay, so let's peel it off. See, it's translucent. Okay. They are shiny stickers. But anyway, so there we go. And then again, this is what it looks like with color behind it. All right, so let's move on from that. And all right, I showed the So to Speak book. Oh, if y'all missed it, y'all know I love me my Elisa hands. I changed my shirt, but I had fun doing this, guys. And it's fun. If y'all weren't here earlier, Malibu will let me pet her with these. She'll let me pet her with these hands. She will not let me pet her with these hands. She won't let me pet her with these hands. And I had these little hands, right, that I played with before Elisa sent me these. But then she sent me these with changeable shirts. So I just made these. I made these to play with the cats. And Malibu does not like these. She does not like these at all. But these don't bother her. All right. So let me put these to the side real quick. So I did make another collage, dimensional collage. And I based this one on a proverb. So I'll tell you the proverb. But you have to go look it up to read it to see how it fits. But I did this, and it is kind of hard to see because the camera wants to reflect, right? Let's see if I can tilt it. That doesn't go that way. There we go. You can kind of see it. So I'll take it out and take a picture of it and post it. But when I post a picture of it, it doesn't show the dimension of it very well in a photograph straight on. I can take an angled one so you can see both. Thank you, Terry. So this one is based off of Proverbs 8. So if you want to, most of mine they have different meanings for me. But this one, I thought I wanted this one as that's what this one goes for, Proverbs 8. So again, I will take a picture of it without the glass so you can see it better. Maybe I should just take it out and show you. It's probably better because I'm going to take it out anyway to photograph it so you can see it. There we go. So you can see the dimension to it. And I did the rolled up sky and space, and of course the doors. So there we go. So I really like this one. Cats know the difference between hands and paws. Yeah, right. Even fake ones, Arlene. Even fake ones. Thank you, Terry. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it is hard to capture dimension and shine and glitter. There is a little bit of gold. I did a couple of my wax seals in there, and I do have a little bit of stickle glitter in there. So anyway, that is there's one of my, and I'll just leave it out because I want to photograph it not in the glass. So let's move that to the side. Get a sip of water here. Thank you, Tori. All right, so then I might have regretted sticking this here, but we'll see. I got this new roll of paper at Michael's while I was waiting for the bookstore to open. But I did pull, and I'm not going to go through all these right now. Maybe we will, depending on what we're going to do today. But I pulled these collages. These collages are parts of old sketch mixed media art journals, and I take a viewfinder and I just kind of pick the parts that I like off of journal pages that I don't like, and I cut them down, and then I just put them on some white paper, and they're just taped down so I can pull them off. Like I pulled that one off of the background on the piece I just showed you. So they're kind of just like in transit. They're in transit. And so these are the ones that I have ready. Well, they're not all ready. Some of them are partial. Well, they're all partially finished. But I thought I would use these in my little frame pieces. So I might go through them, and y'all seen them. Y'all seen them before. They're all different sizes and different. Now there's a couple of them here that are finished that I've posted. Let's see. This one I've posted on Instagram. So this one is a finished one. It's mixed media. See, I painted around it. And this one, these two I did last year. And these two are finished, and I posted them. And well, this one was finished too, but I don't think I posted that one. And then the rest of these are in transition, and I might use some of them in my little boxes. But I have these at the ready to do something with. All right, put those there. Let's see what do I have room for. All right, then you should see this room. Okay. So I went to the library, my little local library, on Saturday. Hubster and I went down to. It's a little country library that has a bookstore. Well, they sell donated books. They sell donated books to the library that you can buy to help support the library. And speaking of books, I did post 3 new books in my community tab. So I try to do that every Monday morning. I try to post new books. Well, not new, like just bought, but books off my shelf. Some are art books, some are history. They're just all different books. So there's just different books, and I try to post some every Monday in my community tab. Now, the problem with the community tab is I can't do it I can't see the community tab on my iPad. I don't know about all devices, but Dee Dee, you need to do an art book. Yeah, I don't, back when I was doing a lot of color book pages and stuff, everybody wanted me to do my own color book, and then I know quite a few of the color book artists, girls. Well, there's guys too, Kirby, but I haven't talked to Kirby. They take a year. They take a year to make. I don't want to spend a year making a book. That's just me. Just me. I don't want to. I don't want to spend a year making a book. Okay. So at the bookstore, though, let me show you what I got. I mean, the library book store. I got an old, this is a 1971 Life magazine. Hubster liked this one because that was a year he went to Korea that year when he was in the Army. And so he looked through it all. It's 1971, all kinds of different articles and ads and things, briefs. I'll be brief. And so anyway, I won't show it because some of the ads are not, you know how it is. But anyway, I got a 1971, and I told him I would just let him have it. I wanted to show it to you guys, but I told him he could just have it. I got enough other stuff to cut up, right? Then it's been some time since I read Agatha Christie. Hi, Big Five Flaw. That is Raj, I think. Raj on the road. I think that's Raj on the road. There's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. I was talking about your Instagram and telling everybody also that your birthday was Saturday. So y'all tell Rachel happy birthday from Saturday. And yeah, let me get a sip of my lemon water, a little ASMR for Rachel. Check the community tab on your iPad. I was able to. I think your YouTube has been making reason. Oh, well, let's just do that right now, Mary. Let me bring out my iPad. Let me go to my. Hang on. Let me go to my YouTube. Let's see. Let's go to me. My channel. All right, here we go. My channel, Mary. Community tab. And nope. Community posts aren't currently available on this device. Still not available, Mary, on iPad. Maybe it is on smart. What do they call them? The other kind, not iPads. Maybe they are on that, and I don't know about my phone. So okay. So at the library sale, well, the library bookstore, I got some Agatha Christie books. I bought all the ones they had. Of course, she's got, I don't even know how many books Agatha Christie has. 40, maybe more. I don't remember. But I bought these 9. And most of them are Poirot. There's 2. These 2 are Miss Marple. The rest are Poirot. So I have not read an Agatha Christie in years. I mean, like years. So I said, well, I'm going to get these because, all the books that I'm getting ready to show you from the library, they're $1 or $2. So, hi, Beth. I could see the community on my tablet. That's what I was thinking. The tablet, Arlene, thank you. The tablet, the Android. Android, that was the word I was trying to think of. But yeah, my iPad, it does not come up on the iPad. So, but anyway, wherever you can see it, if you can see it, I'm posting books every Monday on the community tab, which I can see on my computer. I post it on the computer. Let's see. Beth, who else am I missing? Tina just bought a complete books of Enoch. Yeah, I've had the books of Enoch for a while. Don't tell me. I know it was Pete that made you get them. Pete's a book enabler too, Tina. I know. Let's see the complete. See what else am I missing? You can find the bar. Yes, I do look for the bargains, Leah, and I take some time to dig. And so I got these Poirot and Miss Marple, Agatha Christie books. And of course, I love hardback books because they're big enough for me to read comfortably. If this wasn't a paperback, this would be, I can still read it, but it's not comfortable to read tiny paperbacks anymore. That's my problem with Cadfaels. Cadfael, when I read them years ago, probably most of them I checked out of the library. So I read them in hardback, but to find them, it's hard to find the hardbacks. I haven't really dug around thrift books for the Cadfael because I've been reading Sister Fidelma, which I have all those in hardback. I buy them. There's 33 in the Sister Fidelma, and I think I'm up to 26 or 7. I'm up to 26 or 27, and I have a couple already bought ready to go. So I still have to find a couple more, but I find them like on thrift books or, you can go to different bookstores that sell used books. So there's my Agatha Christie. Then I got these 2 books. Well, I got about 4 here that are really cool. But these, and they're the Junior Instructor, book 1 and book 2. And these came out originally, the first junior instructor books came out, I think it said in 1919. These are the 1960 something edition. But these are so cool. These are so cool. So, yeah, me too, Leah. So you can see, look, they're pretty bad shape. But anyway, let's see. This one is 19. This one is 1960. They originally published the copyright for this book said was 1936, but you know they probably had to update this between 1936 and 1960 when this edition came out. But anyway, it's just very cool. It's very cool if you were in that era, or even if you weren't in that era and you like that, just looking at vintage stuff. And so it's just got so many cool old pictures in it and a variety of things. A lot of so this is just like a collage artist dream books, right? So I'm gonna just kind of do a flip. So look, there's the kind of looking forward to space. Someday men may travel to the moon. This is the last page in the book. Someday men may travel to the moon. A spaceship could land on the moon and send out explorers. You will see that this spaceship is not streamlined like the space taxis. It does not have to be, for it does not go through air. We streamline things only to make it easier for them to push through air. This explorer is carrying air in tanks on his back. There is no air on the moon. The explorer is also heavily armored. The armor is to protect him for the meteors that fall on the moon. Yeah, like it doesn't matter what if a meteor hits you in the moon, you're dead. But anyway. From the control room of the spaceship, other members of the party watch the explorer set up a testing device on the dry, dusty surface of the moon. Below them, a hydraulic elevator smoothly lowers a second explorer to the ground. He has just passed through the airlock, which keeps the artificial atmosphere from leaking out of the spaceship. At the top of the spaceship are antennas for radar, radio, and television communications with Earth. The operators may be seen in the room just below the antenna. This wants me to go to the library this afternoon. Mary. So anyway, yeah. So this was this one was put out in 1960. So music, games and activities. Look, she's saying a prayer, and the prayers are printed in the book. My prayers. Different fairy tales. How to talk on the telephone. Do we need to know this? If you of an age that has never talked on a real telephone before, you might need this information someday. When you answer the telephone. Okay. Pick up the handset. Hold the receiver part of it close against your ear and hold the mouthpiece about an inch from your mouth. Say hello or say your telephone number. Speak clearly, but don't shout. Talk into the telephone the way you would talk to someone face to face. Be polite and pleasant. Sometimes a person who calls wants to speak to someone else at your house. Let's pretend you are Janie Allen and Mr. Wright calls to talk to your daddy. You and Mr. Wright know each other. Mr. Wright says, "Hello, Janie, may I speak to your daddy?" You say, "Yes, Mr. Wright, I'll call him." Then you lay the handset down beside the phone, the telephone. They didn't abbreviate it to phone. You go and find your daddy and you tell him that Mr. Wright wants him on the telephone. Don't stand close to the telephone and yell, "Daddy!" That would hurt Mr. Wright's ears. Number 4, when someone calls you, let the person who called in the talk. Of course, if someone talks on and on and on, you may have to say, "I'm sorry, but I have to stop now. Thank you for calling." Yeah, I copy this. Yeah. When you call someone on the telephone, number one, try to be sure you are calling the right number. Number two, when someone answers, tell your name right away. Number three, perhaps the person who answers the telephone is not the one you are calling. Let's pretend you are Howard Allen and you want to talk to Bill Wright. Bill's mother answers the telephone and you know her voice. Mrs. Wright says, Sunnyside 53757. What's that? Transylvania 665. What is it? 65 that? What is it? Transylvania 6. Oh, anyway. Okay. You say, hello, Mrs. Wright. This is Howard Allen. May I speak to Bill, please? Number four. If Mrs. Wright says, I'm sorry, Howard, Bill isn't in. Don't say, oh, and hang up. Say, thank you, Mrs. Wright. I'll call again. Goodbye. Number five. When you call someone, you are supposed to close the conversation when you are through. Then you say goodbye, and remember, don't talk on and on and on and on. Look, here's the parts of the phone. There's the parts of the phone. Did y'all enjoy that? New friends at school. Oh, there's Smokey. Remember Smokey the bear? Playing with little babies games with hands. Here's different animals. I mean, can you see why a collage artist would love this book? What lives in the water? What lives in the grass? Reminds me of my grandpa. Grandpa taught me how to fish when I was old enough to hold a fishing pole up in Washington and Idaho. The care and feeding of a parakeet. The care of a pony, horse, or burro. Yeah. Helping with housework. How an escalator works. So, yeah, look at this. Little poems, little shorts on how to tell time with a real clock. Who cannot tell time? If you're out there and you're watching this and you're lurking and you don't know how to tell, don't answer. Don't tell us that you don't know how to tell time with a real clock. Don't email me. Take a trip on an airplane. So anyway, isn't this cool? So this was number 1, and this one is number 2, book 2. And what was funny is they were not together. These books were not together. I found them in 2 separate sections of the library store. And look, there's papers in here. Somebody started I did read, there's a little story in here. So this has got a lot of music, songs from many lands. Here it is. And it was written in cursive too. So some of y'all probably can't read it. Hi, Fernando. So this was a story about somebody that had a white-haired eagle and passed it on for someone to take care of. And it was in a regiment in the army. It doesn't say what war. I'm guessing, I don't know. Would it be, I don't know, would it be the Civil War? When else would you be having eagles that you could pass around? Anyway, it was a little story. And then again, just all different little stories, poems, history stuff, I mean, don't try to erase history. Things change, but you don't erase history. Because then, you know what happens? You're doomed to repeat it. So anyway. But anyway, so that was the second other book. There's a circus. So those were the junior instructor books, 1 and 2 from 1960. Okay, then let's see. Let's move this over there. I gotta straighten up. Gotta straighten all this up. Then I got these two books, and I got these two books because y'all know we art journal and we like large print books. The Call of the Wild and the Good Earth. These were large print books. There's no pictures in them, but they're the large type edition. And I like them because look, well, you can't really tell here, but they're really big, and these work good for doing art journal cards, ATCs. There are tons of videos on grown adults that can tell time on real clocks. I know, Julie. I'm just teasing. Are you emailing me, Julie? Are you emailing me? Oh my gosh. So these are huge letter, the words. And if you do any kind of word fetty or poetry or anything like that with the giant print words. So that's why I got these two. They looked exactly the same. They're just big. They're just large. What year? I think I looked up the years too, and I couldn't find a year in these. These were like from a set of books. They were like from a set. Oh, here we go. These were 1958. Copyright renewed in 1958 for this large type edition. So 1958. Thanks, Mary. Well, Mary, when you do your books, Mary had a whole closet full of her mother's books in a secret closet. It's like a secret garden, but she had the secret closet, and her mother had hundreds of books back there, and Mary went through them a couple of different times. It's been a while. But Mary pulled out a bunch of her mother's old books. It was fun. I wish she'd do something with them or sell them or cut them up or something. Okay, then I got this book, Handwriting of the Famous and Infamous. Somebody at one time bought it from Barnes and Noble for $12.98, but I paid $2. I paid $2 for it. So, but anyway, it's all famous people. Roosevelt, Rockefeller, Edgar Allan Poe. It's their handwriting. Mozart, Marilyn Monroe. I think it's alphabetical. Margaret Mitchell, Gone with the Wind, Paul McCartney. So yeah, John Lennon, Jackie O, Thomas Jefferson, Jimi Hendrix, Hemingway, Grant, Freud, Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington, Elizabeth I, Thomas Edison. Well, y'all can read. But anyway, James Dean. So it's their autographs and notes and letters written by them. So it's letters and it's their handwriting. I need to do something with those books. Yes, Mary, you do. Well, I'm not one to talk, Mary. I'm not one to talk, but I do try to do stuff with them. And this one was the history of American business and industry. It came in a sleeve. So this will make an awesome journal cover. So anyway, let's see what year this one was. Had to be in the 60s as well. Oh, no, when it goes up to 1972. So let's see, what year did this come out? It must be 1972. So this is from 1607 to 1972. So I'm just going to do a flip through. Again, the pictures, the illustrations. Let's see. Bye, Darlene. Thanks for stopping in. Anybody else I miss coming in or going? So that is that. All right, then I got this. Now I'm waiting for my books from Gary. My newest comic from Gary. Let me go find. Hang on. Let me find his. I hope it comes in today. Verse, yeah. So his Instagram is Dinosaurs versus Mars Bot, and he has 3 comics in his series. And the newest one, they're not in chronological order. The newest one is 1979, and I should be getting mine. I bought 2 copies. I should be getting mine in hopefully today because other people got them in at the end of last week. I'm jello. So I already have 75 and 97, so I'm waiting for 1979. But I got this. Christopher, are you still here? The field guide to prehistoric life. I mean, I'm sorry, people. I love me some books. Dee Dee, I could just stack a few of them, tie them with the ribbon decor, and get them out of the box. Well, you could, yes, you could just use them for decor. You could at least do that, Mary. But trust me, I'm not judging. No book judging from me, people. You're waiting. Well, you're in Canada, Christopher. I'd expect yours to take a little longer. So hopefully mine will be in today. So anyway, I've got this. Y'all know. I mean, I love anything with images, illustrations. So yeah. I should send this to Gary. I should send this to him. Okay, let's see. Next. What else? Okay, I got a book on horses. Just these are the what do you call it? What is it called again? The DK eyewitness books. That's what I was trying to think of. The eyewitness books, and these are amazing. If you want photographs on, and I know people that you can just go on the internet and print it out. It's not the same. When I do my collages, even if I buy a book of images to be used in collage, like Catherine Anderson's, I don't make copies of them. I cut it out, I use it, and if I need more, then I go hunt up more. I don't make copies very rarely. I mean, it'd have to be something really that I needed some special image or something before I'd print something out on the internet or to use in collage, I mean, or copy a page out of a book. I just use the originals. And if I can't find them, then I find something else I can use. So, yeah. And so anyway, this is all on horses and, all their equipment and everything. But yeah, the bones, of course. So a book could help me identify some people. Oh my gosh, Arlene. You're so bad. Oh my gosh. Then I got this one. And remember, I got to pay $2 for this. The Audubon Animals, 150 full color prints. Let's see, when did this one come out? This one came out. Oh gosh, it's in Latin. It's in Roman numerals. Let's see, 57, 1957. I think that's XVII. No, is that 7? Yeah, 57, 1957. So takes me a minute to figure it out. I can figure them out, but it takes me a minute to do the Roman numerals because that was something we used to have to learn in school. We used to have to learn cursive, how to tell time, and Roman numerals. Oh, let's see. What am I missing here? Tina said, at the end of my street, one of the neighbors has an actual zebra. Oh my gosh. Doesn't it get hot? Well, I guess it's hot in Africa too, where they're from. I was going to say, doesn't it get hot in Florida? Isn't that zebra awful hot? But yeah. So anyway, this is not Audubon's birds. This is animals. Riri, heck yeah, we did. Of course, Grandma taught me how to read and numbers and adding and all that before I went to school. So, and this one, I just couldn't pass it up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Just not something I'd really use in collage. Never know, but I thought it was cool. The Wright brothers. It's a Nat Geo book, and the invention of the aerial age. You know, I think what it was is I saw somebody mention the Wright brothers on something. I don't even remember what. And so it was like in my mind, you know. There's a picture here in like this is oh no, that's a note to the Wright brothers from the father. Let's see what this 1902, I think. 1902 photograph. So it's just all about the Wright brothers. But neither one of them, you know, were went to college. They did. They owned a bicycle shop. They owned a bicycle shop, and in their spare time, invented the airplane. You know that's what you do in your spare time when you own a bicycle shop. You know, you invent things. And then last, I got this one. Oh, this is another one of the large print books. Joseph Conrad. So, yeah, it's just another large print book. And I got it for the words, right? So, those were my library purchases that I got for a couple bucks each. Let's see here. These are going to be going somewhere else. I got to get them in, move them away from my current books that I'm using for other things. Then I went to Barnes and Noble, my local one, not the one that I really love, the one by Denise. Well, I think we're going to go up there next weekend and have lunch with her. So, Annie sent me from California. She lives in LA. You'll know Annie and Logan. Oh, I got the best picture. Let me show y'all this. In LA, and I don't know if her Instagram is public, so I can't tell you to go to her Instagram and look at her pictures, but I can show you a couple. Let's see. So she went to the Rose Bowl last weekend. She went to the Rose Bowl where they have the big flea market at the Rose Bowl. I think it's once a month. So she went there. But this is the picture. There's Dan, Annie, and Logan. But this is the picture I love. Look at this. Look how tall Logan is. He's 13, and he's taller than Annie. And Annie's like 5, 6, or 7. So he's already as tall as his mama, and he's 13. He's the one that plays the guitar for you guys when I can barely squeak by a little bit of audio for y'all to hear him play the guitar. Because, music. And he wrestles. There he is he got an award for wrestling. There's he and his coach. And he plays guitar, and he takes classes at the School of Rock in LA. I was going to try to find. I'm scrolling back to see how far it goes. That you see just a second of him playing his guitar. But I don't know how far back. Let's see. I want to doodle and draw patterns on Dee Dee's background. Terry, would you like a piece of this paper? I'll send you a piece of this paper, Terry. Okay, I showed Mary the books. I told y'all that it was Rachel's birthday. I'm going to throw this away. Now, next May, I'm not going to remember that was her birthday. What else do I have over here? Those are cards. Oh, and I told y'all that my collage was from Proverbs 8. What else do I have over here? I have all kinds of little things. Okay, so Terry, I will send you a paper from Desk. I mean, I won't send you this piece. It's just a piece wrapped on a board. It's wrapped on the board. Paper from Desk. But I got a whole roll of it, so I'll send you some, Terry. All right, so let me see if I can find. Oh, Annie took this picture. So this is and Hubster. It's the same thing with Hubster with the cat. Hubster's the one that feeds the cats at 4:00, 4:30 in the morning. And Annie says, "This is her every morning." There's her 2 cats. Look at that look. Look at that look on. They're both going, "Get up and get up now." But I wanted to find some of Logan playing the guitar, but let's see. I don't know if I can find any. See, you'll have to just, be a part of what I show you from my family. I don't know. I just, it's something to do. All right, but Logan plays the guitar awesome, but um, I can't show you much of it when I do show it. I may not be able to find it. In the meantime, I'm reading. I'm reading chat. Yes, get out. Right, Riri? Yeah, I showed when. Oh, I already showed that. Let's see. Maybe it's in this stack. These are the vacation pictures when Hubster and oh, here, I love this one. When Hubster and Samantha went out this last, couple weeks ago. And here's Annie on the mini bike here. Let's see if I can turn up the volume.
Sam knows how to ride a bike.
She knows how to ride a bike?
Yeah, are you sure? I'm sorry. Yeah, she's from the
South. Now watch Samantha what she's got on the back of the bike. Look, the dog. They have a little dog basket. Wasn't that cute? The dog on the back. Now where's Annie? Hubster's taking these videos, so he has to explain. But I love the back of Samantha carrying the dog. I really wanted to find Logan playing some music. I'm trying because he really plays the guitar really well. Let's see. I'm reading chat. Yes, I know, right? She's from the South. She knows how to ride a bike. Wasn't that funny, Riri? Oh, I really want to show Logan playing the guitar, but I'm not having any luck. I know it. Oh, wait. Let me just look at my photos instead of messages, and let me look under. Let me search. Let me look under videos. Where's the video option? Wait a minute. Albums. Okay. Ah, here we go. Okay. So this is after he got him a buzz cut. Let's see if I can show some of these. I don't know if this one's him playing. Let's see. Okay, that's all I can show you as far as the music. All that for that. Oh, here's another one. This is at the School of Rock, I think. Okay, so anyway, he plays the guitar really awesome, but I can't, they'll demonetize the video. Okay, so back to the books. Thanks for humoring me, people. All right. Now after handling all those books, I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be right back. Not that I think they're germy, but they have that smell to them, the old library book smell. I don't want my hands to smell like that. Okay, so going on to new books. Oh, wait. I do have one book that because of sister woman Jonna, she on her Preppy Crafty Girl, she did a show a couple weeks ago and she showed I don't know if she showed how many books she showed, but she showed some books and some craft books. And Jonna, preppy crafty girl, and speaking of, oh man, I hope I get my mail today before I leave, because I should have a Selena fabric haul coming in today too. Okay, so anyway, preppy crafty girl Jonna, she does a lot of flea markets and she travels the back roads. She even has a camper. What's the camper? She has a name for the camper. And so she travels a lot of back roads and goes to flea markets and estate sales and stuff. She showed this book, and she said she paid a couple dollars for it, and I looked it up, and it was like the book was like 40 something dollars. I went, man. I said, I wonder if she's going to put it in her shop and sell it on her shop. But I looked it up on Thrift Books. I got it for $3 and change. $3 and change at Thrift Books. Dee Dee's desktop, little and yeah, that's my stickers. That's one of my stickers, Mary. I should get one that's like not. What did I put here? I made some stickers. I might have to put this one there too, because I like see, you don't see it that much. Let me go ahead and put one of them over it just because I want it to show up. Let me get a piece of tape. We'll just stick one over. An unpeeled, because they're clear stickers. So if you put them on something with a color, it picks up the back. But if you put it on white, you'll see the whole sticker. But there we go. Is that better? You can see the lemur. That's one of my drawings that I turned into a sticker. What do I do with the drawing? It's over here somewhere. What do I do with it? I think it might be up here on the drawing shelf. Let's see. Some of the sketches that we did on the show. We did some of these little sketches on the show. These are some other pictures on. Oh, here it is. There's my Mr. Rogers. I did that on Christopher's show. Here he is, this one. So this is the one I turned into the sticker. Hey. Hey, girl, hey. Okay. I just saw these again. I should pull these out and show these again. I haven't showed these in a while. Maybe I'll do that. Another show and tell day. Everyone's like, oh, Dee Dee, do some art. Dee, we're seeing creatures in the paper cover of your desk. Oh, you were looking, like seen in class. Look, there's an eyeball right there. It kind of looks like a dinosaur, doesn't it? Or some kind of, like if it had not quite a narwhal. But look, there could be a narwhal horn right there. Although we learned last week that the horn on a narwhal is actually a tooth. But it looks like a dino right there. Look, he's got a little open mouth, a little nostril, smiling, eyeball. So it has eyelashes. Everybody's seeing something different in there. Okay, so I got this off Thrift Books for $3 and change. It's normally like a $40 book. What year did it come out in? Thrift Books, I'm telling you. Picola got me hooked on Thrift Books. Hooked on Thrift Books works for me. Remember Hooked on Phonics? How many of you, raise your hand if you're here, probably most of y'all in the chat. How many of you learned to read with phonics? How many of y'all learned to read with phonics? Raise your hand. Bueller. How many learned to read with phonics? Hi, Judy O. Who else is here? There's a Barbara, and everybody's seeing things. And I like this paper. And so far, the light is grabbing it well. It's not flashing out and it's not going too dark. Although this black paper right here, I probably need to adjust the lighting because of that. Everybody's raising their hand. Me. And pink waving. Oh my goodness. All right. So everybody's raising their hand. They learned how to read with phonics. And I taught Samantha and Cameron how to read with phonics because that's how my grandma taught me. Grandma taught me how to read with phonics. All right. So this book came out in, I think it was in the back. This book came out in 2011. And it was when it came out, it was $40. And I wasn't going to pay $40 for it. But I paid $3 and change on thrift books. It's not new. So anyway, it's all letters all the time. But it's just all different fonts and typography, right? Typography sketchbooks. So we'll do a little inspiration here. Hi, Sandra. How you doing? Anybody else I missed coming in? So yeah, if anybody gets inspiration from typography like Janet and I do, I mean, look, isn't this inspiring? Do this. Look, you do this on the tone tan paper. Do I have some right here? Yeah, here's some. The Strathmore Tone Tan Mixed Media paper. Also comes in sketchbooks. But this is matte paper, so I'll show you on here. If you drew this on your tone tan paper, see, that's what I use for my portraits. And you saw on my lemur, I just showed you. It's all done on tone tan paper. But you can highlight. It's not working as well on here as it would on the tone tan paper, but because the tone tan paper has a little bit of a tooth. Maybe you can see it now, maybe not. Let's see. Get a sheet. Here's a sheet. All right, wait for it. And I noticed that I still had that little bit of calligraphy back here somewhere. We did a little practice back here. Let's play with some fonts in a minute. All right, let me show you the book first. Uh-oh. Don't bend my ear. I didn't stick him down. I just taped him down. I'm going to have to tape him down better. Jana, did you decide what you were going to do today? I'm really hoping that my Selena comes in. It's rainy today, though, so my mailman might be running late because usually when it rains, every deliveries are a little later. There we go. But I have some fabric coming from Selena. We'll have to do another giveaway. Yes, right, Arlene? I love thrift books. All right, so I'm going to put a Post-it on here because I want to come back to this. Or something, maybe something similar. We'll see. I just might go use this. So yeah, just all kinds of sketchbooks with all kinds of illustrations, fonts. What's this photo over here? Right? Let me flip it this way. I don't know why books are always easier to flip this way. I'm sure there's a mechanics to it, the way they're made. I don't know, it's late, I'm expecting something. Yeah. Oh, look, it says London. So international, I guess, different. I haven't read this one yet. I've just looked at it. It has a little write-up on the different ones. So yeah. So I don't know if John is going to put the copy she got up in her shop or not, but I wasn't going to wait to find out. I looked up thrift books and found this one. I don't know if there's more. Anybody wants to go look up thrift books. This right here, that picture of that desk full of stuff all over it. I guess that was a print run. But anyway, I saw the, that's too long of a story. I'll tell it another day. There's some Hebrew. I did teach myself some Hebrew and how to write the Hebrew alphabet. Carved my own Hebrew letter stamps. Carved my own stamps. Way out of practice of that. That was like 20 years ago, probably. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty good. So should we do a little, do I have a calligraphy? I think I did this. Did I do this with a dip pen, or what did I do that with? Did I do it with a marker? I don't remember. Somebody might remember. Let me see if I can find a, I mean, it had to be a chisel tip. And I don't remember that had to be a dip pen. Yeah, that had to be a dip pen. Get our attention and then drop us cold. Well, it was, because I have to find a picture. See, that's the thing. When I have to look for pictures, it takes me a minute. Hang on. Let me see if it's in my iPad. If it's in my iPad pictures. If it clouded it, then I'll show it. Let's see. Pictures. It wasn't that long ago, because Boo's into fashion, and she wants to go into fashion publishing, and she wants to be like, I don't know, fashion. Oh, I found it. Okay. Now I have to think of who was it that did this? Which designer? Anyway, I found this picture and I sent her the link. So let me see if I can go to my messages to Samantha. Hang on. And find the video that I sent her that I took this screenshot of. See, this is why I was going to wait. All right, here we go. So I sent her a Karl Lagerfeld, The Line of Beauty. This year, I think it's this year's exhibition. Let me see here. Let me bring up the video so y'all can find it if you want. At the Met. Yeah, 9 days ago. So it's this year's exhibition at the Met. And so Karl Lagerfeld's, there's his desk. So I took a screenshot of his desk. It's awesome. If y'all want to go see this whole, trying to get it to turn. There we go. So it's a whole exhibition of his fashion. So I sent this link to Samantha because she's into fashion and wants to go into fashion. She has about one more year of college, I think. And she's going to be a senior this coming next year. And so it's all about him. And I took a screenshot of his desk. This is his working desk. I had to share this because look at, does that look like anybody's that we might all know? Anybody? I mean, not me, any of us. This could be any of us. So there's Karl Lagerfeld's desk with there's a sketch pad and pens and all his, I just love that picture. Isn't that an awesome picture? Yeah, see, Laurene's goes, I'm at my desk. So I took a screenshot of that picture off of the video. See, that was kind of long just to show you that picture, right? Wasn't that a long story just to tell y'all show y'all that picture? And I still have a couple other little books here to show y'all that I got at a Books A Million. All right, so I bought these before, and I really like them, and I like the size. They come in a pack of 3. They're just like little mini field note type books. And they come in a pack of 3, and one is a blank, one is aligned, and one is a graph. So you get all 3, and I'm sure you can get these on Amazon. I took the paper off of them, so they were wrapped, so the ISBN and all that. I could probably dig it out of my trash if anybody really wants to know. But I think if you look up, uh, like it's not official Field Notes brand, but it's Cavallini and Co. Cavallini is the publisher. And so this is an astronomy chart one, and it's just the same on the front and the back. It's got the seasons, it's got the moon, phase of the moon, and that's the astronomy chart. This one is a blank one, and this is the eclipses and the theory of the tides. And the third one is the constellations, and this is a grid. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a blue grid. Oh, you got your stitches out today. Yay, Angie. Now don't go and overdo. Don't go overdo the first day you get your stitches out of your hand. Okay? So, yeah, no, that desk did not reflect Janet's. That Karl Lagerfeld's desk was not Janet's desk. Just saying, Rachel. So anyway, these are, what size? Are they 3x5? I think they're 3x5. No, 4x5. These are 4x5 little books. And I like these for note taking. Keep one in my handbag, and just, they're just good little notebooks. And then the other thing I got, and I got to tell you, I probably would not have bought this if I had known it's perforated pages. Perforated pages are good if you plan on tearing things out. But if you want to put any kind of medium in a book, they wear out. They start falling out. Then you got to start washi taping them. So I probably would not have bought this book if I had known it was perforated pages. And I think it says on the back that's perforated, even if it's wrapped up. But it's a chronicle book, and anything chronicle, I love. Yeah, it does say perforated pages. It's a little book, just a little, and one side, another thing I did like about it is one side is blank, one side is lined, but they're perforated. So they're eventually going to wear out if you use it a lot. You know what I mean? Or if you put anything, any wet medium in there, pages are going to just start falling out. So then you got to bring out the washi tapes and washi tape your pages so they don't fall out. But so we'll see how it holds up. But it was so cute, and it was I think it was $16. So I got this with my Mother's Day gift card. So, but it's literary notepad, and it's just, you can use it as a notepad if you want, but I like it as a little book, maybe some collages, some ideas. Like, I don't have enough books to keep my ideas in. I need another one to keep my ideas in. But anyway, it was just really cute. Had a little ribbon, and it's just really cute. But again, I probably would have thought twice about purchasing it if I would have realized that the pages were perforated, because I'm not gentle on my books. I'm not gentle on them. So, yeah. But the ISBN's a chronicle book. Where's the ISBN? 978-1797-203744. So it's cute, though, isn't it? Janet, I know Janet's looking at this going, I might need one of those. So, yeah. Just a little. What size is this? Let me go over here. It is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 inches. I know, isn't it a very cool thing? Janet, you need to show your beast again. You haven't shown the beast in a while. All right, so let me, so anyway, yeah, this typography book, I think I'll just do something with the letters on here and then white highlights, maybe. Okay, let's see. Looking around, was there anything else I want to show in case y'all missed it? In case y'all missed it earlier when I was petting Malibu. And look at all the, I was petting Malibu. Look at that. I got to get the roller on there. My sleeves are covered in cat hair because I was petting Malibu. And I brush her a lot, so she doesn't shed a lot. Neither one of the cats shed a lot. You do see they're on the wood floor, hardwood floors, but they don't shed a lot because I brush them a lot. Me and Hubster both. But look. So anyway, I was petting her with this, in case y'all missed it. In case Elisa comes in, look what I made. And I was petting Malibu with these, and she did not like being pet with the paws. Don't pet me with no paws. She doesn't mind the hands, but doesn't like the paws. Oh, thanks, John. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I don't know. We have tomorrow on Oak Island. We have a digging down final, so they'll wrap up the season tomorrow night on Oak Island. Are you going to do a review, a talk after that? I'm sure you are. You and Judy going to do a talk on it on Wednesday. So yeah. So if y'all want to know anything Oak Island, go follow John right here. Thanks, John, for the super sticker. Yeah, we yes, all done. Yes. Okay, so yes. So yeah, if y'all are Oak Island people, like the information on Oak Island, then y'all need to follow John. Who, by the way, I have one of his ball caps. I love it. Yes, Rachel, these are the paws that I got. They were gray, it was a gray cat, and I painted it white. I painted them white, and they got little claws in there too. So anyway, I painted it with Posca paint pen, and isn't this cute though? It's not as cute as the hands. It's not as cute as the hands, but yeah. But Malibu did not like the paws. Don't give me the paw. So, all right, let me go ahead and get out some ink here. Let's just get some black star here. Let me get out one of my little let me get out one of my little things here. Oops. I want to disconnect myself by bumping into the computer. We'll do a name or something. And yeah, let's see. Oh, and then I pulled these other books. Y'all remember these? Y'all remember my ephemera books? I pulled these out to show y'all too again, because we haven't looked at those in a while. So we'll do a little calligraphy and then a little bit of ephemera book looking. Like we haven't looked at enough books. All right, let's see. Let me get a ruler, a pencil, and let me get out what size do I? Let's do a kind of a big size here. There we go. Janet always, I know, cringes every time she sees my nibs. No, y'all see them. My nibs are not exactly clean and new and shiny. Do I want this or this? Yeah, I'll go with this. So we'll do a little bit of, now let me get a pencil so we'll draw some lines. All right, let's see. What shall we do? What I wanted to do is do some black lettering and then do some white, pencil shading with it. Because this is the same paper this is paper here. I have cardstock weight that I do the portraits on. This is just the paper, but you can buy the MixedMedia, and it's thicker. It's like cardstock weight. All right, so let's go in and get some even lines here. Let me see, what kind of tips do I want to discuss talking about calligraphy? My hand is not in practice like it used to be back when I was in a calligraphy guild in the 80s. But I still do some calligraphy work. I do calligraphy certificates, big certificates for our local karate dojo. When they graduate, I do their certificates that are huge. They're like as big as this right here. And so I do that. I'm going to divide these in half too. I don't know how big I'm going to get some of these, but I'm just going to do a little practice here. And then, so I don't do calligraphy that much anymore, just because, I do other things, but we'll do a little bit. Let's see. Hi, Shaz. Anybody else I missed? I'm going to have to take a quick break on my water here now. On my lemon water. Probably should do that before I get started. So let me do a BRB. And I will BRB. I bought a whole bunch of things. I got Dee Dee will BRB. I love these things. You get them at Hobby Lobby, and I get them when they go on sale for 50% off. You can spell things with it. License plates, old license plates turned into, well, I say that. Are they really old license plates? Are they made to look like old license plates? But anyway. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. Got so many books to put away. Okay. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Hi, Missy. All right. So let's do some. I'm just going to put out a little bit of. Squeeze out a little bit of ink here. That's probably enough. I'm not going to do that much. Let me get out a baby wipe. If y'all missed my Catterday on Saturday, let me go back to IG. Rachel, I was shouting out your IG earlier too. So told them your name, but you need a face, Rachel. Your IG needs a face. Just saying. All right, let me go over to my IG here. And so here's my Catterday. Here's my Catterday. I took this a while back. I don't think I posted it anywhere, but I did take it a while back. So I did a happy Catterday there. And then I did post yesterday y'all saw the Barbie in the garden last week, right? Whether it was a Venus lettuce or Venus flytrap. Well, I did a video for this. Let's see if I can get it started over. Hang on. I'll wait till it completes and I'll turn up the volume. Let's see. Here we go. Start over. And do a little video of my garden for my Sunday morning update.
go. The lettuce is humongous.
Look at that.
Lettuce, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, peppers, tomatoes, and here's my broccoli, more peppers. So yeah, it's coming along, looking really good.
So that was my reel. I did a little reel. Bye, CK. Did I say hi to you, Devin? Devin did another video on what do you call it? Botanical. What do you call it, Devin, when you do the jelly print with the botanicals? And it was really she does a lot with that, with the printing on magazine pages, and she did it with botanicals. So if you don't follow Devin, you need to follow Devin. Yeah, and I can't believe the lettuce either, Shelly. All right, so let's see what we want to do here. What do we want to do? I have to turn it just a little. I can't do this straight on. Do you want to do somebody's name? Whose name do we want to do? Whose name? So I just kind of drag my nib in the ink there. So maybe I'll do. Well, I do have to take off. Hang on, let me set that down. I do have to take off these two bracelets that are kind of, the beads are big, because that hinders my hinders the calligraphy. So should we do Rachel since it was her birthday on Saturday? Should we do Rachel? We'll do. Should we do all lowercase? I could do all uppercase. Well, I'm going to just do lowercase because I'm going to fit it on these lines. Let's just see here. Oops. You should never really have to go back over your letters, but I'm not, kind of out of practice. I really wanted to do this for the purpose of doing the white, doing the white lettering. Okay, see, this is already going to be catching on there. This is already going to be in my way. Can you do mine and send it to me, please? Well, we'll see her. No! I turned my back. Then everybody wants me to send them one. I usually do that hermit tail. I do, surprise like that. But when people start requesting, then everybody wants one. Then they get their feelings hurt, and then people go, "Well, you didn't send me one." So yeah. I really just wanted to do this for to do the white lettering, highlighting it. And it's not really very straight when I look at it this way, especially my A, but whatever. Out of practice. See, that's crooked already. I spelt it wrong. It's A-E-L. See, cat disturbed me. The cat disturbed me. We're going to start over. That's okay. I can do a better A. There we go. That's better. See how much better that is? Just practicing one time. Hi, Nettie. Just practicing one extra time makes a difference. And when I it is A-E-L, right? Now I'm forgetting how to spell. No, it's just E-L. It's just E-L. So I could have just with no the A. when I do the certificates, I always do the word on a practice sheet before I put it on the certificates. I couldn't figure out how to spell Rachel. Let's see. Hi, Colleen. Anybody else popping in? What is I did do one. Well, I have sent them out before. I did one for Mama Four, Janine Mama Four, and it's so cute. Every time she does a video, her name is right there. The one I did for her. It always makes me feel so special when she has her name up there. Cat fuzzled. Yes, let's write that. Let's write cat fuzzled, Arlene. I better go over here. Let's make sure I don't have any. All right, cat fuzzled. Okay, I got something like that. That's why I got my. There we go. Have a little something something on my brush. I mean, on my nib. Let's see, ZZ. How's she spell it? ZZLED. Let's see. Let me go back. Yeah, ZZLED. Okay. Let's see. I got to think a minute on my Z's. Let me think a minute on my Z. Okay. There's a couple ways to do it. This one's probably not the best, but it'll look good. Cat fuzzled. And then you can do all kinds of little fancy, things, but yeah. All right, let me clean off my nib a little, sorta, kinda. All right. Now let's hit it with the heat gun. And it's never dry when you think it is. Like right now, I would think it was dry because I know how long my heat gun takes to dry things. That being said, let me get a tissue here. I can see, let's see if you can see it. Look, see that right there? Look. See that shine right there? See that little bit of shine in that corner? That is ink. That's not dry. So if you ever want to make sure, you can do a couple things. You can just take it and like dab it down, or you can take a piece of tissue paper and kind of wick it to make sure, suck up the ink. So you want to make sure it's dry, especially before you go and try to erase. Oh, and don't do what I just did. I did two things. I went like this, and then I moved right over and did it again. Luckily, it was both dry, because if you do this and pick up ink and go over here to sop up ink, you're going to move it, right? So, but you always want to make sure everything's 100% dry before you erase your lines, because otherwise you think it's dry, and next thing you know, you are smearing your ink. I always try to throw that in there, a little calligraphy tip. Hi, lovely. Let's see. Dee Dee, show the ink, please. Oh, yes, the ink that I'm using. Well, trust me, I can show you all the inks I use. This one just happened to be sitting here. It's a Black Star High Carb. It's very, very black, waterproof. India ink, Dr. P.H. Martin, Black Star High Carb. But I also will use, let's see what else I got here. My Black Sumi ink that I pour out. This is a huge bottle. I got my carbon black ink here. This one. I got all kinds of black. I got the Black Star matte. This is the Black Star matte with no shine to it. What else do I have up there? Okay. I have Higgins, but I don't really use Higgins. But I have that up there. I also have this. This is a Hobby Lobby brand, Handy Art. Well, I only see it. I only see this at Hobby Lobby. It's the Handy Art Black Velvet Waterproof India ink, and it comes with the squeeze bottle, so I like that. Then I got, oh, there's also this kind here from Hobby Lobby. I know my shirt's hanging over the edge. And you can get this Chinese, traditional Chinese ink in black and silver and gold. There's a gold, and this is the silver with a little bit of silver sheen to it. These are at Hobby Lobby as well. And I got this one. I get this one off of Amazon. This is the Kohinoor. This is real good too. But this is not cheap. This is probably about, I don't know, $15 or $20 for this jar. I tipped it over. I mean, I tilted it. It's only about halfway full, but it, coats the inside. So this one's good, but this is what you use in technical pens, your opidiographs and Kohinoor technical pens, which I don't use those. I don't use those anymore. Not since I had to use them when I was doing cross stitch designing. Now I just use, do I have one sitting here? I just use my microns and other pens. I mean, this is my, kind of current pens. When I write, this is my favorite writing pen, my Sharpie pen. Not a Sharpie marker, Sharpie pen. Do you put the ink on a pad? No, this is a soapstone. This is a soapstone, Mary. I put it on that. I put it on a soapstone, which is crunchy and crusty, and don't tell Janet. But it has a little dip in it. These are really inexpensive. You can get these on Amazon. Just brought in ink, soapstone. And the other thing that I should pull this out. I haven't used it. I haven't used my Chinese set that I got from Keisha's. Let's pull that out. I don't know if I want to do it today because you got to melt, you got to dissolve the ink and everything. Let's see here. But I'll show it again. Actually, I have two that I bought from Keisha. Hang on. Let me get this one. I got the chop and I got the. Okay, so these are the things I bought from Keisha. Now, you can get this exact kit on Amazon, but it doesn't have the little extras that Keisha's had in it. And I forgot who the seller was. Okay, I'm going to have to move my little extra. I stuck him down on the paper so he's see-through. I like this because it shows up, but it's, catching on my paper, so he's in my way. So I got to move him for now. So you can buy this off of Amazon, but the one I bought from Keisha is had extras in it at one of her auctions. Why soapstone? Because that's what they that's what the Chinese and Japanese, that's what they use. They use the soapstone dishes. Well, they use other things too, but soapstone. Soapstone, I have a chess set made out of soapstone that my dad brought me back from Korea. And for one thing, it's soft and supposedly easily carved. So, like, if you wanted to carve this out, and well, back in the day, I mean, now that I'm sure everything's machine made now, but it has a little tilt to it so that the ink runs down into this little well, right? Comes in different sizes. Here's a smaller one. Here's a smaller one too. You don't have to use it, but it's just, yeah, it's just, it's what I use, you know. You really don't, that's why people have ink wells. You don't really want to dip, people do it. But for me, I never can tell exactly how far my pen is dipped into a ink, into a jar unless it's like a clear ink well, because then you can see. And ink wells are usually not real deep, where if you dip into this, you're not sure how far you're dipping down into it. Then next thing you know, you've got a mess. I like it when I can do this and just run it through, which I didn't want to do because I just cleaned it out. Just cleaned it off. But yeah, let's see. Okay, Pacola, let's see. Do I have any more questions? These mice says, my mind's crossed. Janet. Okay, so I got this is one I bought a few months ago, and it is they call it a chop. When you have your name engraved in and probably soapstone. This kind of looks like my chess set actually, and then they have this red ink because they always put their name in red. Well, I say that as far as I know, and I don't know the history of it, but they use this red paint, and this is what they use to stamp their chop into and stamp it. It's their name. You'll see their little red symbols on their artwork or their calligraphy or their paintings. This is it. This is what they use. So, and this had other things in it too when I bought it from Keisha. And it's got a little catch here. And then this one I bought here a couple months ago, and I keep saying I'm going to use it, and I haven't yet. But it's and again, this one you can get on Amazon, but not with the extras. So here's my set. There's the brushes. They're still in their little. You need to rinse them out because they're hard because they got a coating on them until you rinse out that coating, and so this has got and they also have little hangers on because traditionally, you're supposed to hang them on the little rack. They have little drying racks. I love the little drying racks, but I don't have one because I don't have a place to really keep it, especially with the cats. I can't set a drying rack here on my desk, right? But they have the little hooks right there so that after you clean your brushes, you hang them like this to dry. Traditionally. And so there's those 4 in there. And then this little set, here's a little soapstone well. And I'm not sure how this one really works if you're supposed to have water in here. But what you do is you take your ink sticks like this and you grind them. Let me get my own smaller ones. Let me get I got a couple different versions here. And you grind here, this one hasn't even been opened. Here, let me get one that's opened. So here's some that are open. And I don't know what the different words mean on it, but you take it and it's supposed to be very meditative. This one's really heavy. And you put the water in and you grind it and you just I don't have water in here, but I'm just telling you this is supposed to be very meditative. And then you have your ink, and you probably could put some in here or water, and I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe it's just a decoration. I don't think that stands in there. It doesn't fit in there. I was thinking maybe that fit in there to make it as a stand, but it doesn't quite fit in there, so that's not really what that's for. But anyway, another soapstone. And these are some of my own. And I also have the colored ones. Different colors of ink, and you grind it down, and then you have it like I use my soapstone over there. Let's see. And then it has this set has a little bowl. It has the little name paint. I'm not sure if it's paint. I'm not sure what this is made out. Probably cinnabar. It's probably no, I don't know. They used to make stuff like red ink and paint out of cinnabar, which was toxic. I don't think they do that anymore. But anyway, it's got the little ink here. And then this is, let me pull this stuff out because this was my extras here. Let me pull all that out. Then it's got the little brush stand or nib stand. You can use the brush. You know, these are the brushes for the Chinese brush. But you know, you can do, or your you know, nibs, whatever. But it's a little stand. Okay, a bowl, and then here's this is a blank chop. So I guess if you wanted to get your own initials or your Asian name or whatever, you know, carved into this because it's soapstone. So it's very, I mean, I'm not going to carve into it, but that's what this is for. It's to carve your name into it. And then you use this to stamp your name. And that's probably about as far as I know on the Chinese, Asian, you know, system of their supplies. I don't know a lot. I haven't really, you know, probably learned more about it back in the 80s when I was in the Calligraphy Guild, but I don't really remember it. You know, I don't really use this. I mean, I might use this. I won't use this because I won't cut the, you know, I have other ones of these. I like just because I liked it, right? I like the ink stone. I like the brushes, the beauty of it, right? And then included in it was this frog tassel. That's what they call these, like this right here. Look, it's like a button. It's like a button that you put on the clothing, and so you'd sew these, and it's attached right there with the little knot. They call it frog closure. Then this was included. This was not included in this. When I say included, this is what comes in the box. If you buy it off Amazon, this is what you get. Now I'm just showing you what else came in it when I bought from the auction from Keisha. This little closure, this little mirror. Let's look at the camera, shall we? It's a little mirror. Just a little mirror. I just like the way it looks in here. And this little coin, a little coin, like, you know, probably a bracelet or something. I don't know what it was attached to. Maybe it was attached to a scroll. Maybe it was attached to a scroll. And then this little jewelry, this little pendant. Oops. This little pendant that opened up 4 ways. I mean, not a pendant, you know, what do you call this? You know, like you put your pictures in it. And it all just closes up like that. I mean, you could wear it as a pendant. It's got a thing on there. And then this little, I don't know if this was an earring or, well, it's got the thing on it like it could be a necklace. But it's like a little gold necklace, or it could be an earring. I'm not sure what it says. A locket. Thank you. A locket. That was the word I was looking for, a locket. And this one, is this a locket? I don't think this one opens. But also, guys, and if you ever come across something, I haven't done it with this, but if you ever come across something like you don't know what it is, what it says, Google Lens, Lens. You can take a picture and you Google that picture and it will come up with what it is, people that are selling it, how much it costs, what they run for, whether you can get it on Etsy, eBay. But you can find out information about your jewelry or anything. It can be any plants, flowers, bugs, anyway, and you just take a picture of it and you put it in Google Lens and it will bring up, it's just like working with Google, except with photos. Okay. Yeah. Arlene goes, I like Google Lens because you can find out anything about anything. I'm telling you, if you've never used Google Lens. So anyway, I got these, and I don't think this will fit in. Oh, maybe it will. I was going to say I could leave some of these inks in here just because, yeah, that fits. Now, this one probably won't. I'll try. Let's see. Nope, that one won't fit. I could take them out of the little box, but anyway, I'll just leave those in there. So that's my little set from that I got from Keisha's auction. Again, you can buy this set minus the extras on Amazon. So there we go. There's that. And this little what else do I have over here? Let's see. Okay. This is on my drawing boxes. Yeah. And I have this box right here I keep kind of handy. So when I draw my big animals, you know, I got some, because I don't like chalk, really. I like my pan pastels, but I don't like a lot of chalk. And when I do, I want it contained. So my Conti crayons, my chalk, my vine chalk, I kind of keep it in here out because I don't want to really touch it because I really don't like it. You like show and tell? Elisa, did you see what I made when I showed your cat paw? I mean, your hand paws. I'll show you. So anyway, yeah. So these are my Conti crayons and charcoal. So charcoal pencils, charcoal sticks. This is all my charcoal and Conti crayon stuff because I want it contained. I don't want to touch it unless I have to. No, the Conti crayons aren't as bad. They're not as messy, so I don't mind the Conti crayons that much. But the rest of the stuff, this is all the chalk that I might have an old pastel set somewhere, but yeah. So I keep this on the same shelf as I had that. What do you call it? Those inks. All right. Let's put this back over here. All right. So let me show Elisa in case she missed it. So y'all know Elisa's here, and she's the one that made my hands. You know, we could probably... And she put my watch, and right now I showed earlier, Lisa, look, I was petting Malibu and there's cat hair all over, but she put the little bracelets, the ring, which I don't have my ring on today, and painted my nails and gave me different options to change my shirt. I like the stripe one best, but you know, I like to mix it up. So where is she? Did she see? No, you did. Okay, so look. And I gotta tell you, before I'm gonna show this, Malibu does not mind me petting her with these. She'll lay there and let me pet her. She did not like me petting her with these. She did not like this at all. She did not like me petting. Thanks, Rachel. That was a don't touch me. She did not like this. Do not touch. She did not like me touching her with these. But anyway, these were the little cat paws that I had. So I just used some cardstock. I rolled up some cardstock, put one of Elisa's sleeves on them. So they're okay. These are the true art right here. But I had these already. I had these little hands, right? I had these little cat paws that I played with before. So I said, well, let's do the same thing. But Malibu does not approve of the cat arms. And then let's see. I got a couple more things. I showed this earlier. So this is my newest. I took it out of the box. This is my newest 3D collage that I did. And if you read Proverbs 8, that's what this one was based off of. But anyway, I really liked it. I took it out of the glass to show you guys. So the only other thing I got here, let's go ahead. I think that's probably going to work. Let me sharpen my pencil sharp enough. I got to put all those inks away now. They just go right up there on that shelf. But that's, yeah, so those are all the different kind of inks that I use in calligraphy. This one's almost empty. I think I have another one of these. But this, then they have the one in this one here, the traditional Chinese ink. This comes in silver and gold. It's not pure silver and gold ink. It's got like flecks of it in there. This one is really, really, this is one of the better inks that you could buy like for your fountain pens. I think Janet uses this in her fountain pens. Don't you, Janet? Don't you use this in your fountain pens? And then this one is this is really made for your technical pens, but you can use any of them really interchangeable. Well, I wouldn't use all of these in a fountain pen. You need to be careful what you use in a fountain pen. Then this is the India Ink Waterproof. This one's from Hobby Lobby. These two are also excellent. These I like to do my calligraphy in the matte and the high carb. PH Martin Black Star. Those are good. And then this one right here, which is the Black Sumi. Yasutomo. Yasut. Well, it's Yasutomo. Yasutomo. This is excellent. It's very, very black. So those are, you want a really black ink when you do calligraphy. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Rachel. So if you can maybe talk Janet into showing you some of her fountain pens, I don't know, or the Beast. Maybe you could talk her into showing the Beast and some of her fountain pens. And I can guarantee you, her pens are not going to look like this. Her nibs will not, or pens will not look like that. I have these, I'm telling you, most of these nibs. Now I have nice clean nibs too. I got them in my little nib holder. Let me pull that off here. I got some of them in my little nib holder here. And some of them are cleaner than others. Whoops. But Queen Pam made this. And then, Janet made herself one too. It's just made out of corrugate cardboard with the holes in the cardboard that you can pop your little nibs in. So see right there how it can stand up? So all my extra nibs are in here, different sizes. And of course, I still have the ones in the case that I showed you a minute ago where I pulled this one out of, but they all are pretty crusty and old. But they just work really, yeah, don't look, Janet. They work really well. They work well. Okay, so, all right, so let's go ahead and test out the white pencil on here and some white Posca. Even though we misspelled Rachel, it's okay. Don't email me. Okay, I'm going to put my bracelets back on here now that I'm not doing the calligraphy. All right, so you can put some highlights on here. Again, I didn't erase the pencil. I should probably erase the pencil line because it'll look better. As long as you got to make sure your ink is dry or you'll get a big smear right across it, and ask me how I know. But I think with the heat gun and okay, so and you can make it as thick or thin as you want. So anyway, the reason we started all this, guys, was because of this book that I got off of Thrift Books that Sister Woman Jonna enabled me with from her stream. And I found it on Thrift Books for like $3 and change. So it's, I think I said 2011. And it's normally was a $40 book. Thrift Books, people, I'm telling you. Now, I probably am going to tell y'all, everybody go to Thrift Books. I'll never find another book I want anymore because everybody will buy up the ones I want. That's okay. Oh, let me sharpen this. All right. And I'm really not taking my time. I just want y'all to see what it looks like when you add the white to the black. And you can also, like I said, do it with Posca. I'll do this one with Posca. Put it in caps if y'all are talking to me. Let's see, show the, yeah, get Janet to show the beast and some of her fountain pens. She's got a good collection, people. If she's in the mood for it, I don't know. I haven't talked to her today, so I'm not sure what kind of mood she's in. You got to check with her. She may not be in a mood. I love teasing Janet. Okay, so something like that, just so you can kind of see. And again, my hand has not been, I didn't practice any, so it's not very neat. But and you could do kind of, let's do some kind of stylized something maybe. I don't know, like maybe some, let's play around with it, make it sketchy looking. We don't have a thrift books here. No, it's online, Jen. Thrift books online. Thriftbooks.com. Yeah. Now Books a Million and Barnes and Noble are, actual stores, and they have online as well. But Thrift Books is only online. I mean, if they have a brick and mortar, I don't know about it. But like Powell in Seattle, Powell's, that's one of the oldest, biggest used bookstores in the country, I think. Well, since Seattle's been around, probably not since before Boston, but not going back that far. So, yeah, Thrift Books is wonderful. All right, so again, I do like my little sticker here. So if y'all missed it, this is one of my stickers here. These are clear stickers, but when you peel them off, they're clear. But I had him just sitting there because it just looked good on the. It just looked good under my name. But when you got papers going up underneath of it, it doesn't really work. But anyway, so there's just a little bit of calligraphy there, just to show you that. All right, let me throw these inks back up on my shelf, and then I will show you the books again. I'm really kind of waiting on the mail, Sorry, you see my shirt hanging over the edge there. Put these up in my high carb I leave out here. Okay. A couple other things that I got that I haven't really used that I could show you guys. Janet may know about them both, but I haven't really used them. We can do a little test here. I don't even remember what we were doing here, but we just did a little calligraphy practice. And there's two more products that if y'all want to play with or test or buy and see if you like them. One is, this is Shading Gray, and it's the golden high flow transparent. So if you want to shade something, I have not really played with it much. So let's see, what can I get to test this out on? Let me find some of my artwork or something that I'm not really using. Let's find something. Oh, let me look in. Let's see. I was doing some little color tests over here with some mushrooms. Let's see. Maybe we can play with this. Okay, let's play with that. Okay. So I was just doing some notes and some colors and some mushrooms and just playing with some bright colors. So if I decide to do another one of my little boxes in bright colors instead of the muted fairy house colors, so I was just playing with some markers. However, I think I'm going to try to test this. Now I need something to pour. I need a little palette. Hang on, let me find a palette under. Hang on, I got to go under the table to find a palette that's clean enough, because I don't want to use like gouache or something that'll move. You know, I don't want something that's going to move. There we go. So we got a clean palette. All right, so this is supposed to be good for shading. Then I also got this art graph, and I've had this for a few years, and I haven't really used it. I think I tested it out one time. Yeah, and this is liquid graphite. And I also have the same type of thing in sticks that I've had for a long time. Let's see if I can pull one off the shelf. Do I have one handy on the shelf? Hang on, guys. I might have to dig it out of my roll, my wrap. Oh, wait, here's some. Okay, here we go. So you can get these graphite sticks to be 4B, to be or not to be. 8B, I think, is the highest. It goes up to 8B. And we'll do a little test. Let me get another sheet of paper. Do I have another paper under there? No. Okay, a couple other sheets of paper here. So we're going to test these out. Now, up for a test, are you going to be selling the cool sticker? I don't know yet, Devin. I'll have to see if I want to sell them, or just probably end up giving them as thank yous and stuff like that. We'll see. They are, see here, they are translucent. So when you peel them, they're clear stickers. So if you want them to look like this, you have to put them on white paper, right? Let me show you here. See, they're clear. So if you want them to be like the white, like the fur, then you have to put it on white paper. All right, but anyway, okay, so so these have been around forever, and you can get different brands. These are Pacific Arc, and I like this, and you can get them at Hobby Lobby, or you used to. I don't know. I haven't tried to buy any because I got plenty. Let's go ahead and get out like the 8B just to show you how dark. Oh, I pulled off its skin. So what is nice about these, are great for drawing, but they are kind of almost to the verge of charcoal. But anyway, depends on what you want to use them for. They're graphite, so that means they're also going to be shiny. Okay. This is, I think, the same thing, except in a little thing, a little tub. So here we go. Let's use one of my water brushes here, so you can see how this moves. Now this is just copy paper, so it's going to be thin and going through. So, but you can see you can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with these sticks because they're water graphite. And the same thing with this. See? This one's a little bit different shade of gray. It's a little bit bluer. This one's a little bit greener. But you can see. So either one. Now what I was going to show you was, and I'll test this here as well, is how you can shade. I don't want to get too much, but let's just go ahead. And you can shade like here. I'm pretty sure I used a waterproof pen, so this shouldn't move the pen. Now the marker is another story. So you can see you can play with shading. This probably shows better right here. Let's get a little more water going. It's just almost empty. Is that what I'm having an issue with? Yeah, there's no water in it. That's why it's not working very well. Let's fill up my little, I'll just use my little thing here. Okay. All right, let me try it on here. Okay. There we go. And again, this is just copy paper, so it's, you know. So yeah, we can do shading with this. This is art graphite, or you can just go on here like this. Let's do it this way and just put some down with a stick. Get some water flowing here. There we go. Okay, and shade like that. Well, Colleen, you know this too can be yours. Colleen and I enable each other all the time. So anyway, you can get these. I think they come in a set of 3. I think there's actually a 12B in there too. This is an 8. I think there's a 12. I think it's 12, 8, and 6, and 2, 4, and 6. Different darknesses, or thicknesses of graphite. So you can get that, or you can get this little tin like this. So art graph. Who's it made by? I can't even tell. Via Viraco, Viarco. But if you put in art graph in Amazon, this will come up. I got it off of Amazon some time ago. All right, now let's try this. This is the Shading Gray Golden High Flow Acrylic. Let's just put a couple drops out here. Well, a drop. That's probably way more than I need. And we'll try it full strength first. Let's go back over. Let's just go here in the middle. See, that's full strength. It's that translucent. That's no water added. That's just full strength right there. I mean, it's hard to see, but that's it. That's full strength. Okay. It's very gray and very high flow. Very translucent. Let's see. Dee, what brand is the brush lettering? Brush lettering. I'm cleaning this off right here. These are just my water brushes. This is a Jane Davenport water brush. But for brush lettering, okay, let's see. Well, I gotta have to move my little guy here. He keeps wanting to catch on things. I'm trying to think of some of the best ones. If you're just starting out, there's a couple different ones that you could. I really like the what are these guys here? Tombow. If you want to write kind of big, Tombow's good, and the Michaels also has. Well, they used to. I don't know. Michaels and Hobby Lobby have both kind of got away from different things. So I buy Tombow brand at Michaels. Michaels also used to have art something, their brand. I forget what Michaels brand is called, but these are fairly big. I'll do a little lettering here for you in a minute. But the best, really, if you want a different variety of sizes, I would go over to jet pens, and you'll have to. This is a Pilot, but there's no other than Pilot. You can look up brush pens, and you're just going to have to. They do sell different not starter packs, but sample packs. And I would recommend you buying a sample pack at Jet Pens, and they will send a black lettering pen sampler or something like that at Jet Pens, and so that you can get all kinds of different ones. I don't have a lot in here. What's this one? This one's a Mono Twin. That was too thin. Let's see what else. And I've even used this is just my going around the house bag. I don't have everything in here. But I've shown y'all before that you can use, let's make sure I got one. This is a brown one, but the Crayola Super Tips, I'll show you how I use those too. Do I have any other ones in here? What's that? I don't think I have any more lettering pens in here as far as like brush lettering, if that's what you're asking. Brush lettering. Okay, so this one's probably the thickest one, and you get too big, you're not going to have room to do a lot of stuff, right? But so it's up is thin, down is thick. So I'm just going to write Rachel again. Up is thin, down is thick. Up is thin, down is thick. Well, really, right, that could be a different like that. I guess you could do it that way. Up is thin, down is thick. And you might have to put little tails on there. Thin, push down. Up is thin, down. So you can see how thick this one is. Then this one here, this Pilot, I don't know, other than just saying Pilot, it's all in Japanese. There's two sizes on this one. So let's do the thicker one first. So let's do it. This one's a little worn out, I think. So the tip is not as crisp because this is the one that I was using for something else. So it's not very crisp, but you can get, when they're new, they're flowy and crisp. Like this side's better because I haven't used that side as much. But you can do different sizes, okay? And one of the nice things about brush lettering is if you're writing a quote or a name or something, you can do, they call it bouncing, so that you don't have to stay on a line and you can bounce it. So let's go right over here. So like, let's say I wanted to do let's just say, we'll do Fleming or something like that. You can do like, let me turn it over. I'm running out of room here. You don't have to do it necessarily on a line, but you can do like, you can do them not on line. And you can just do different things. Okay. I want to reboot my calligraphy. I know you do lose your I don't know, your hand, your calligraphy hand, if you don't do it often enough. But Janet and I were going to do this. This was before the virus. We're going to do more brush lettering, and by brush lettering, we don't mean brushes like, I don't mean brush lettering. I mean this kind of brush lettering. Bye, Terry. And so the other thing, this is a brown one, but the other thing you can practice with, and it does take a little more practice, but Crayola Super Tips have these bullet nibs. And with these nibs, you can get thin, medium, thick, and even thicker. So these bullet nibs, let me make sure I got one that's kind of working. Some of mine I've got a few sets of these. But you can practice with these, and you can get the thick and thin with these as well. And you can buy 100 of these for $9, something like that. Oh, see, I spelled race. I forgot the H. Let's do it again. So you can, do the same thick and thickness with the Super Tip. It does take a little more practice because you are having to kind of swirl it just a little bit more. Whereas, these are very, just, pointy. Do y'all have any questions on this? I'm going to tell people I'm using the bounce technique. There you go. There you go. You're using the bounce technique, Arlene. So funny. So yeah, so that's the shading with these three different things: the golden, high flow, shading gray, the graphite sticks. These are like made by Pacific Arc, ARC. There's other brands. I think General makes some. And then there's the art graph, and this I got off of Hobby Lobby. I mean Hobby Lobby, off of Amazon. These I got at Hobby Lobby. This you can get anywhere that golden products are sold. All right, so let me wipe my hands again here. Yes, these are by Crayola, and you can get a box of 100 colors. Well, in Australia, Shaz, I don't know, but here at Walmart, Amazon, you can get like 100 colors for $10. Hobby Lobby has like the 50 pack for $7.99 or something. They're really inexpensive, and they don't dry up like a lot of markers, do they, Janet? These last a long time. Although I have had a couple of them get a little crusty, but not many, and not very often. They just go and go and go. This is the brown one. But I've got probably 3 or 4 sets of these, and they're all just in a long little wood thing that I just throw them all in by color. So I got all the reds, the yellows, oranges, and when I want one, I don't know which year I'm buying and picking out of. So every now and then I'll pull one out and it's no good, I'll throw it away. But they last a long, long time. So there's those. These go back in my zip case here. So my little Basquiat case. Got this at Blick. Okay, so yeah. So there's a little demo with the calligraphy and the whatever else I showed. So real quick, it's about 1:15. I was hoping the mailman would come because as soon as the show's over, and I'm sitting at Janet's, the mail's going to come, and it's going to be my Selena fabric haul. Which when I get it, I'll do some kind of giveaway on Wednesday. We'll wait till Wednesday to do a giveaway. Do a sticker giveaway, or well, here I'll do it. I'll go ahead and here. Let me pull a couple stickers. I'll do 2 giveaways. Oh, this fell out of my Chinese calligraphy thing. All right, let me see here. Get a couple stickers. I'll just do 2 for now. I'll do 1 because I don't have that many made. When I make some more, I'll do some more giveaway. But I'll do 1 U.S. and 1 international. We'll do that. I'll throw some other little goodies in there. I always do. I always throw y'all in some stickers or some piece of pretty paper or something. And I'm going to do a tear. Maybe I'll give y'all some of this paper. I got a roll of this paper. Isn't it pretty, guys? Don't y'all like this on my desk? And the light is absorbing it well. The light is working well on this. Don't y'all think? I'll have to go back and look back at the replay, but it looks pretty good on this. Okay, so I'll do 2 giveaways, a U.S. and an international, and then for a few minutes while I'm waiting for maybe the postman to get here, I'll show y'all these books that we made some time ago again. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and do how the giveaways work. Let me get a Sharpie here. Let's move this. How the giveaway works is when I type in go, don't put in a number in yet. We'll do them separate. That way that we have equal chance because there's more U.S. people. USA only, and then we'll do an international only. We'll do 2 separate. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. Okay. First person closest without going over, I'll send them a sticker, and then I'll do the same thing again for international. Do it separate. That way you have better chance for the international people. Love the colors on this. Thank you, Shaz. I know it's a roll of paper. It's a big roll of paper. So now if I send y'all some, of course, I'm going to have to fold it up, but I'll send y'all a piece. And I'm going to send Terry some too. I made a note of that. Okay, so when I type in go, USA only, this is a clear sticker. This is what it looks like if you peel it off and put it on a color. If you peel it off and put it on white, it's going to look like this. So just be aware of that. You know, the white is not going to show up when you peel it off and put it on a color. Say, this is what it looks like if you put it on something with the color. All right. Let me get over here to my mouse. One number only, USA only. Okay, there we go. Let me bring up random.org. And then on Wednesday, I get my Selena. We'll do another fabric swatch giveaway on Wednesday. And thanks everybody for being here. Okay. We got random.org. There's our little window here. We'll generate a number when everybody gets done. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. US only, and then we'll do a separate one with international. So I hope y'all got some ideas. And again, I'll take a minute to show some of my ephemera books that I've made. And I just make these out of poster board. Out of, you can get the kids' poster board. That's what these are made out of. I'll show you those in a minute. So like you need some more ideas. You got to have one. Hi, Dot. You need a lot of ideas. We try. Of course, we always have the books. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. USA only. First person closest to 52 without going over. 52 without going over. Let me scroll back. 52 without going over. Up, Linda Rance. She got it right on the nose. Am I right? Did Linda get it right on the nose? Linda, you'll have to give this sticker to Timothy. Linda Rance. She got 52 right on the nose. Am I right? Let me double check. Always double check. Okay. So Linda, you and or Timothy can have the lemur sticker. Okay. Let me put that over here. Now we're going to do international only. International only. Wait till I type in go. Okay. International only. And yeah, let's see. I got to do Terry B. paper. Where's my notes here? Oh, do another envelope. Oh. All righty. Get them in. Do I hear the mailman? I don't know. I can see right out my window. I can see my mailbox to the curb right out there. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's pick a new number for international. 52 is the US. Here we go. 23. 23 without going over. Let's see who came closest to 23. Devin had 4. Did anybody come closer? It might be Devin with 4 because it's without going over. So I think we got Devin. Devin, you're going to get one of my lemur stickers and some other goodies. Okay, so Devin, you got that? All right, real quick, or before 12. I don't know if Aunt Beck still, I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. I don't know if Ann Laura's still here or because I think Beck left early. So I don't know if she streams. I know she does Wednesdays at noon. She does Wednesdays at noon. Um, and nieces and stuff texting. All right, so these are some of the books. I'm going to back up the camera one. These are some of the books that I made some time back out of poster board. Let's see, now it does look a little flashed out there. It's because it's brown. Let's turn it down just a little. So these are 3 of them. I think I've made one other one, but we'll show these. So I made them to hold ephemera. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't use these to hold my ephemera, but they make cool books. They make cool art books. So if you just want to make an art book with a themed, like I do my little mini, like my, here, let me grab my little Asian one. My little travel journals, like here's my little mini travel journal. That's the Asian one. That's got, all my different things like, well, this is kind of the same kind of thing, but big. Dee Dee, may I have another mind map type question, please? Okay, so do you want the ones, hang on, Arlene. Arlene, do you want the ones in, and we'll have to read Wednesday out of this. You want one of these, you mean? A question, like a chat pack? Which kind of question do you want? Or do you want one of the Creative Spark matchsticks? I'll pull one of each, and that it can be for whoever wants them. We'll start with the Creative Spark, Creativity. So let me kind of dig around. So I'm trying not to get the same ones. Okay. All right, let me get this one's tiny and written in blue. All right, so I'll read one out of here, and I'll read one out of the questions. The cards, okay, I'll read one out of each. Okay, this says, take a break from a project. It may help you gain perspective. See, these are creative sparks. This is the question, chat pack questions. Fun questions to spark conversation. I try to take the one from the front, then I put it in the back so we don't repeat. Okay, so I try to remember to do that. All right, so the question is, if you could know one fact about every person you ever met, what particular fact would you want it to be? In parentheses, assume that the other person would not have to be aware that you know that fact about them. Close parentheses. If you could know one fact about every person you ever met, what particular fact would you want it to be? Assume the other person would not have to be aware that you know this fact about them. There we go, Arlene. Okay. So, and I'll try to remember to read out this book on Wednesday. All right, let me show you these books oh, sorry, I bumped the camera out. Obviously, I bumped the camera. Okay. Look how good the colors look. I'm so happy I bought this paper. All right. It's a big roll. I got it at Michael's. And I just taped it to a foam core board so it moves around. Okay. Hi, Made by Pam. Let's see, who else am I missing? I'm sure I missed some people coming in. I don't do it on purpose. Okay, so this is kind of like what the little books, the Travelers, except bigger. And I made it out of a poster board, kids poster board stuff. It's got a little pocket. This is the Stamperia paper. These are napkins. Now, if you ever want to use napkin designs, the decorative napkins, what you need to do is you glue your napkin, or of course you peel off the backs, glue it to a piece of white cardstock, okay, before you cut it out. Glue it to the white cardstock, and then, of course, you can let it dry a little bit, and then cut it out. Then you have a dimensional decorative element, like, well, that's a stamp, but from a napkin, you have, these nice dimensional elements from napkins, but glue them on a piece of white cardstock first, then cut them out. Don't try to fussy cut a floppy napkin and then try to glue it down, and it's just going to collapse on you. Okay. Put your matte medium down, put a whole napkin down, let it, smash it down with the card gently, or go over it with a brush gently, let it dry, and then cut it out. Then I also edged it with Stickles Gold. Okay. This is just a different paper. The background, I painted black. I painted the background black, stamped it, splattered it, and then this is a separate piece of paper. This is some more Stamperia. Here's a pocket here. There's a little Stamperia in a pocket. Again, more napkins cut out. Okay, so here we go. So what it does, it just holds all kinds of ephemera, right? I cut out a window, so this window can go, both ways, like that. It's all painted with just acrylic paint, my craft paints, right? Just my craft paints. And then I gold dotted that. I cut out these little leaf things and put some gold on them, so it has like a little vine there. Again, more napkins. And then just here's like a little coin, little piece of fabric on a paper clip. And then over here, it's just got napkins, paper clipped papers, Asian papers. I could make a whole new one of these because I love my Asian papers. This right here is some of that trim, that what do you call it? Ribbon trim there. This is a stamp. This is, I think, one of the one that Patty Tolly Parrish is associated with. Those black foamies, the foamies. Is that it? I think that's one of my foamies. And then so I just made pockets, little paper clips, all kind of clip things, and little pockets here. So I made pockets, more pockets up here, another pocket. Isn't this cool? It's just made out of poster board. And then this is all gold paint. That's all gold paint there, acrylic gold paint. And then just dotted with red with the back of a paintbrush. Just take the back of a paintbrush, dip it in the paint, dip, dab, dip, dab. And so then this is a Stamperia paper, the little, what do you call it, rosettes. More papers, and I put like stickles and gold and just whatever, Another pocket here, fabric, little fabric, paper clips, more papers. Same thing here. That's those foamies, art foamies. I think that's what's called, art foamies. Art foamies. It's all just craft paint. Some more paper. This is a napkin. So here's one example where the napkin is glued to a piece of cardstock. Now you could cut any of this out because it's on cardstock, but that's a napkin glued onto there. Different papers. So all just different little, bookmarks, another napkin, paper clips. Washi tape, which you always want to glue washi tape. Don't just stick washi tape. Don't trust it. You got to glue that down, especially on something like this. And there's the back. And it's getting pretty beat up because, it's on the shelf and it, on and off the shelf. And this one is, they're all the same thing. It's just different things. So this one is space and unicorns and wolves. But it's got just different little paper clips and stickers and little stuff tucked in here. And then I glued all these little butterfly confetti butterflies all over it. And it's just fun, and it's inspiring. It's colorful. It makes you smile. They all have windows in them. So there we go. I just did the paint and the splatter, some more stickers and some planets. And yeah, just all different kinds. Here's the moon, Stamperia papers. But you can use any scrapbook papers you want, you know. And I got glitter on the gold there, put glitter. So thank you, Ann Makes. And then there's the back. Again, lots of stickles and gold. And the last one is my Leonardo da Vinci one. This is my favorite, although I like the Asian one too. So these are some faux little tabs, you know. Well, they're paper tabs, but they look like, you know, a little piece of metal, decorative, you know, Tim Holtz type stuff. It says Journey on it. So inside here, I got, there's my Leonardo there, and I used a little bit of steampunk stuff all through. And this I cut up. I've got many books of Leonardo. I've got 2 or 3 that are coffee table books I won't cut up, but then I have probably 3 or 4 other ones that I do cut up. And so these are cut out of different Leonardo da Vinci books, different little pieces of steampunk. I did little tabs here. This is a napkin that I made the pockets in. There's Mona. Of course, here's the window here, so that's framed that way and this way. This is some of that gold ribbon leaf stuff. A little fake keyhole. Mona, a little mirror right there. Lace, some black lace, and then all this is copper paint, copper stickles or copper paint, I don't remember, but copper dots on there. And there's Mona, and then just more different things on Leonardo here. Pockets. I think Artie Dar made this paper here, this embossed paper, and I used it for pockets. Made some little, you know, brads. When you do that, you have to make sure that you've covered it up so that you don't see those brad backs. Here's the Last Supper. So I got some little paper clips and the little doors close here. So I got half the Last Supper here. The other half is on this side here. Catherine Anderson doors, I think. Steampunk stuff there. More little things about Leonardo here, tabs. more of the same tabs, and you know, different ones of his paintings. And then these are napkins, covered napkins to make little doors with more little Leonardo cutouts here. So you can just see here all kinds of little books. Made little faux well, that's real parchment, but I made it inked to make it look more parchmenty. And yeah, got a couple of those little books in here. And just different pieces of Leonardo's artwork and from his sketchbooks. This is a piece of sample of how I did the wood. So it's just on cardstock. And I did a faux wood technique, painting it so that the whole inside and out has got that faux wood there. I think that's pretty much everything. In the back, it's got a couple more, and this has Leonardo, a little tag there. And yeah. So it's fun to make these just to collect a theme in it. All right, guys. Well, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for Hubster to get home, fix some lunch. We have leftover spaghetti. We had spaghetti yesterday. Denise, I think, is texting me, or is she texting her cousin? Yeah, she's texting the cousins. Hubster sends a Far Side cartoon to every family member every morning. He's got the Far Side, the little mini calendar. He loves the Far Side mini calendars. So I get him one every year. Then he takes a picture of it and sends it to the family every morning. How are the inside pages attached? I think everything's just glued, pretty much, I think. I pretty much glue everything, I'm pretty sure. Did I glue or staple? No, it's all glued. No staples. It's all glue. All it is 2 sheets. I mean, it's one big sheet cut in half, and you fold it. So that's all there is, and it is glue. I can see it right there. It's only 2 pieces of this is 2 pieces of paper folded in half, right? And glued down the center of one. You could staple it if you have the long arm tiny attacher, but I just glued it. And it's only, like I said, it's only 2 sheets of paper. This is one, and this is one. And then pockets, of course. Pockets and all that separate. And it's glued too. Okay, any more questions? Thank you, Julie Topaz. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I hope everybody enjoyed hanging out. Here comes Hubster. You'll hear the garage door open. So, yeah. And don't forget to check out the community tab for the books I posted today. And, yeah, so we'll have to wait till Wednesday to see what Selena sent or what I purchased. And there's the garage. So I'm going to go heat up spaghetti. All right, guys, we'll see you at Janet's in about an hour. I'll see if I see Janet right there so I can click on her name. So y'all can follow. Go over to Janet's at 1. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. I just scrolled back and saw you, Mark. I'm sure I'm missing people. I don't see Janet right here, but y'all know Janet. There she is. Where'd she go? There you are. There she goes. So Janet M. Young, and hopefully we can get her to either show some her Beast journal or some fountain pens or both or whatever. Gotta beg her. Just gotta beg her. Okay, guys. See you after a while. Bye.